thought she'd see you two together.
Nice to see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, we're not interrupting anything, are we?
Not at all. I wasn't in the middle of an interview or anything. I was just asking Miss Kuching about purchasing a kite.
A kite? Are you buying some regional specialties to bring back to Fontaine?
Well, yes. And...
It seems you haven't heard yet. The theme of this year's Lantern Rite is kites.
Oh, so that's why Paimon has seen so many floating in the sky.
Liyue Harbor is always changing, so it is only fitting that Lantern Rite should change in turn. The Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own cultural foundation by embracing the technologies of other nations. After all, it is said that the stones of another mountain may serve to better polish one's own jade. So, Ningguang organized a private meeting with Miss Charlotte to ask for her help in fostering cooperation with the right people. In the end, we decided to combine Liyue's traditional art of kite making with Fontaine's mechanical vertical lifting device.
Mechanical lifting device? Sounds pretty impressive. But don't kites just use the wind to fly? Why would you need to add something mechanical?
Well, you've actually just answered your own question, Paimon. How high and far a kite can fly depends as much on the weather conditions as on the skill of the person holding the string.
But as soon as there's no wind, you can only flail about helplessly like a sweet flower medaka out of water. Experience doesn't matter at that point.
Exactly. Liyue is now a nation ruled by humans, after all. It's about time we had the power to make a kite fly, don't you think? Plus, the easier we can make it to enjoy, the more people will want to participate.
Right? I also thought it was a novel idea. Plus, it shouldn't cost much to do.
With Miss Charlotte's help, everything has gone smoothly. Our new mechanical kites are already available to purchase from a stall in the harbor. We're having trouble keeping up with demand. We also gave quite a bit of thought to the price. We didn't want it to be too much more expensive than a traditional kite.
Cool! Turns out you two and Ningguang like playing with toys just as much as Paimon!
Toys? They're not exactly toys.
You see, Miss Kuching? That does seem to be everyone's first reaction.
Although kites are one of our most time-honored cultural relics, outside of their use in certain ceremonies, I suppose they're considered playthings more than anything now. But to me, there's so much more than that. Think for a second about how remarkable it is that a flimsy paper kite attached to a string has the capacity to touch the sky. It is this slight piece of paper that also carries the weight of Liyue's cultural traditions. There's an old poem that goes, "O kite born of paper, flying true in sound, a lone traveler wanders, just waiting to be found." In the past, poets from Liyue used kites to symbolize a feeling of longing, or evoke the peacefulness of idyllic rural scenery. If the people of today can derive enjoyment from this activity, they will not only be more likely to better appreciate the tradition, but also to pass it down to the people of tomorrow.
That's the Kuching we know, always thinking 5 steps ahead of anyone else.
Well said, Miss Kuching. I've learned quite a bit myself.
As long as you're willing to listen, I'm happy to share. I also know quite a lot about the various folk traditions related to kites. For example, whenever a kite blew away, people would say it was the Adepti that summoned the wind to take it away as an offering. That way, you can turn an unfortunate event into an auspicious one.
What about something more fun? Do you know anything like that?
More fun. Let me think. My grandfather told me that back when he was a boy. First, you use the thin strips of bamboo to construct the frame. Then, you look towards the sky and release the kite to soar among the clouds. Some people write down certain names or desires on their kites. Cut the string and let them fly free.
Are certain designs associated with certain meanings?
Well, for example, kites in the shape of a butterfly typically symbolize freedom.
Fascinating. What else can you tell me?
The scissored-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It symbolizes good fortune and joyful tidings.
Are these commonly understood meanings and symbols in Liyue?
I believe so. Most have probably heard something about it from their elders at some point. If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several books on the topic that I could lend you.
That would be a huge help! Great! Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hands.
Perfect! We're gonna take a look around.
Then I'll show Miss Charlotte to my home for a little while. I almost forgot. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is hosting a kite flying contest on the night of Lantern Rite. If you're interested, you're more than welcome to bring a kite and participate. The rules are simple. Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest within the time limit will receive a special honor along with a secret prize.
I've already prepared more than enough empty film for the event. I can see the spectacle already.
Oh, Paimon was on board the moment you said secret prize.
Then I'll look forward to seeing your performance.
You bet! See you then! Wait, Traveler? Take a peek to your right. Do you see those two people lurking over there? Is it just Paimon, or were they staring at us the whole time we were talking to Kuching and Charlotte just now? They seem fishy. Great, so it wasn't just Paimon. Do you think they could be treasure hoarders? They always seem to be stirring up trouble during Lantern Rite. Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know. Foil their plans before they even begin. You go right, Paimon will go left.
Oh,
It is with such an air of urgency that you appear before us. Your comportment suggests you believe us to have committed some heinous crime.
Whoa, where did this fuddy-duddy come from? You should be the one doing the enlightening, buddy. Don't think we didn't notice you eavesdropping. One look and we could tell you were up to no good. Tell us everything, starting with your name.
One bears no secrets before two such as yourselves. You stand in the presence of the mighty and illuminated Adeptus, Mooncarver. For the purpose of this foray into the mortal realm, however, you may address one as Hojong.
You kidding? That deer's got his head stuck so far up in the clouds, there's no way he'd humble himself down here with the rest of us.
you may want to hold your tongue, Paimon.
Don't think that Paimon is gonna believe you just because you know her name. Let Paimon guess. You're supposed to be Mountain Shaper, right?
Indeed. Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a visit. The two of you may call me Jiahu.
Huh. Looks like you did your research. But in our experience, the harder you try to lead us on, the more likely it is that we've got a big fish on our hands. We'll go straight to the Millilith and have you arrested for impersonating a death guy.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous!
Right. Tell us something that only an Adeptus would know. And it better not be some common knowledge that any person on the street could tell you.
You may recall that in order to preserve the tranquility of one's mountain, one planted karst crawlers around Mount Hulao. In fact, the seeds are one of Streetwood Rambler's cultivars. Among all the Adepti, her horticultural skill is preeminent. The plant neither wilts nor withers, and its practical use is undeniable. Yet it does require quite the upkeep. Thus, one had no choice but to foray into town to inquire from Streetwood Rambler a gentler and more easily managed variety.
On your way, you were accosted by a group of youths, and without revealing your true form, were unable to extricate yourself of their presence.
How did you come into possession of such knowledge?
The young lass, Yao Yao, keeps no secrets from Cloud Retainer.
Alas, one can only let bygones be bygones.
That might have been more detail than we needed. Seems like you two are the real deal, and Paimon's sorry for suspecting you. But, for beings as forgiving as yourselves, this is just water under the bridge, right?
You indeed have an agile mind. Cloud Retainer was not mistaken in her high estimation of you.
Paimon's still curious about something. It's just, Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you decide to come to the city, Mooncarver? It's not really your thing, is it?
It is but an inevitable eventuality. Long have the mountains remained strangely idle since Cloud Retainer, with Lantern Rite near at hand. One would expect
Cloud Retainer is hardly the
one must never rest idle in the face of that which...
But a moment ago, one heard you speak of a...
Huh. So, you're not looking for Cloud Retainer anymore?
Perhaps there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temper.
Cloud Retainer is of a proud and arrogant disposition.
One surmises that she has shut herself away. However, if you do happen to cross paths with her over the next few days...
Sure, leave it to us. Have a safe trip back, enjoy the scenery, and happy Lantern Rite!
Thank you for your kind words. We shall now depart.
We got all worked up for nothing, huh? Well, it's still pretty early. Let's head over and check out the kite stalls. Paimon wants to see what kinds of kites we can buy to use in the competition. The bigger and prettier, the better. Keeping an antique kite flying after all these years is...
Welcome! Are the two of you looking to buy a kite? Would you like me to go over the different designs?
Ooh! A scissor kill swallow! And a butterfly! And... oh!
This jade chamber design is our newest. It's been selling like crazy over the past 2 days.
Does it also have a unique meaning?
Of course. The jade chamber symbolizes wealth and abundance.
Oh, now that's Paimon's kind of kite!
I apologize for the interruption, but are all your wares in order, Miss Genuine?
Yes, they're just over there. The paper, bamboo, and dyes. All the necessary kite-making materials.
Wonderful. I'll pack them up and get a guard to deliver the goods to Yilong Wharf for you.
Yilong Wharf? Oh, wonder what that place is like during Lantern Rite. Paimon would love to go take a look.
Well, if the two of you are interested in going to Yilong Wharf, then could I trouble you to find Gaming and deliver these goods together?
Is Gaming the guard you just mentioned?
Yes. The communications office handles shipments and transports around Liyue. He works for the Secure Transport Agency, one of our sub-organizations. The problem is, many of my colleagues have taken leave during Lantern Rite to spend time with their families. So, our available workforce has seen a dramatic decrease recently. If you were willing to help out, then I could get a head start on my next appointment.
You do seem really pressed for time.
Oh, wonderful. You will, of course, be compensated for your efforts. Now, at this time of day, Gaming should be somewhere in the vicinity.
Be sure to come back if you'd like to buy a kite. I'll even give you a discount.
Wait, I thought we had an agreement. Loser buys dim sum. Hey now, don't be upset. How about this? You...
No way, Gaming. You're always the one picking up the tab. I'm not trying to be a sore loser. I just...
That was nothing. All in a day's work, friend.
Perfect, Gaming is here. Sorry to interrupt, Gaming. We just spoke to a guy from the communications office who needs you to deliver some goods to Yilong Wharf.
Oh, that must have been Longzhou. Looks like I've got work. Gotta go.
Sure, go do your thing. Let's have a rematch when you get back.
Alrighty, you can hand the goods over to me. Must have been heavy hauling them all this way. Let me take them off your hands.
It wasn't that bad. It's just some kite-making materials. Plus, we didn't have to walk very far.
Kite making materials. I see, I see. I'm glad it wasn't too much trouble, Paimon. Still, I owe you one. Ah, and you must be the traveler. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for your help.
Huh? You know us?
There probably aren't many in Liyue who don't. I've heard quite a bit about you two. You're quite well known around these parts. Oh, and please excuse Longzhou if he forgot to thank you. Take my thanks in his place. He's a good guy. He's just been super busy lately, running around from place to place. Don't be too hard on him, yeah? So, you here for Lantern Rite?
Yep. It's always so lively this time of year. We were actually hoping we could tag along to Yulong Wharf and have a look around.
Perfect! We'll go together then. I'm good with directions, so just follow me. Oh, and there are a couple of good places to eat. The ingredients are fresh, the...
Order anything? Hey, did you really have to call Paimon out like that in front of our new friend?
Don't worry, I understand. Do you need to pack anything up before we hit the road?
Nope. Our things are always packed and ready. We're pretty much travel experts at this point.
Oh, that's right. Then let's get going.
यो जीडी नमस्ते बिटलो। ठीक ही है, अपना बताइए। बाइडू को ही C1 कर देते हैं, है ना। तो इससे हम लेंगे या तो वाइडू को या फिर निंगोन को भी ले सकते हैं। वही तो हम देख रहे हैं। बस हम इस बात में आके थोड़े से फंस गए हैं कि हम ये वाला कैरेक्टर ले या फिर बाइडू का C1 कर ले। अभी इसी पे रखते हैं। इस कंफ्यूजन से तो दूर है कि गेमिंग को लेना है।
Ooh, the docks are just a bit further. One step at a time. Hang in there. Wait, get behind me. I'll handle this. Alley-oop.
Power that ended Python!
Have a little taste.
वैसे गेमिंग भी बढ़िया ही है एक तरह से देखा जाए तो।
Congratulations!
Suffocate. Picked the wrong test
Help
subject.
protect us.
You're open. Another test subject.
Mighty mythical beast!
Have a little taste.
Sorry, pal. Up to it, Montai. Propagate.
गेमिंग चूज करने
Looks
से
like we
थोड़ा
really can't
कंफ्यूज
go
है।
anywhere without running into treasure hoarders, can we?
Yeah, it's not uncommon for deliveries to get intercepted. That's why this job needs guards like us.
नहीं
Paimon was impressed by your moves back there. You seem like a real pro at your job.
Oh, That's not a skill I learned on the job. It's just a hobby. Have you ever heard of wushu dancing?
4 स्टार
Really?
कैरेक्टर है ना गेम
Wushu
में,
dancing is famous in
और
Chenyu
हमारे
Vale.
पास ऑलरेडी 5 स्टार
Performers
कैरेक्टर
might
है
be
पायरो
invited
का,
to promote the opening of a business or to spread good fortune
और
during the
वो भी
holiday
सेम
season.
वेपन यूज करता है.
But I must admit, it has nothing on the
बट ये
popularity
है
of
कि
the
प्लंग
Liyue
अटैक की
Opera.
बात ही अलग है.
I'm also well aware that people in Liyue Harbor aren't exactly jumping at the chance to watch wushu dancing. So, it's not something I do full time.
Huh? You have 2 jobs? How do you have the energy to do all that?
It's not that tiring. You just have to take a rest.
Ah, Paimon gets it, so you must sleep a lot then.
Not really. Just yesterday I
जैंगलिन
stayed up all
C1
night
हो
playing
चुकी है,
cards.
Oh,
एंड डेलिक भी है ही.
Let's go. The docks are just up ahead.
बाकी घूमना यही तीनों कैरेक्टर में से है. देखते हैं, अभी तो स्कोर ही नहीं पहुंचा है. तो कहाँ गायब थे आप इतने
finally,
दिनों
we
से?
can rest. Ooh, Paimon's shoulders are so stiff. And her stomach so empty.
Sorry. Did I push the pace a bit too much? I mean, you were the ones who said you were travel experts.
Liu is just too hilly. Floating up and down so much. Where's Paimon now? Oh, Paimon was finally satisfied and now her poor stomach's empty again.
Aw. Would you like some winter melon cake? I have some on me that I bought from a store.
Yes, Paimon will take all you got.
You might want to pace yourself there, or you'll be too full to eat a proper meal later.
Paimon never gets too full. Just like you apparently never get tired, no matter how far you walk or how many jobs you work.
Ah, I see. Then here you go, Paimon. And for you, traveler. Enjoy. And here's some for you too, Uncle Bosu. Don't think I forgot about you, my friend. I'll just set it to the side here for you.
That hit the spot. Paimon thought she was going to starve to death for a minute there.
That close of a call, huh? I've been eating winter melon cake ever since I was a kid. You can buy them from all sorts of places, whether it's a small vendor on the side of the road or a big restaurant in the city. But each place produces cakes with a slightly different flavor. If you like these ones, I can give you the address of the shop I bought them from. I'll just have to check when we get back. Oh, all my jabbering must be making it difficult for you to enjoy the scenery in peace, huh? Don't be afraid to tell me to zip it for a little while, okay? Really, I won't be offended.
It's okay. Paimon is kind of enjoying listening to your chitter-chatter.
Aw, a fed Paimon is a happy Paimon, huh?
Hey, Paimon can be in a good mood anytime she wants.
Need some fresh bamboo for this.
ऐसा है.
Here.
Don't forget your things, and watch your step as you get off the raft, or you're in for a swim. Thanks for the ride, Uncle Bosu. You take care of yourself now. I'll see you some other time. Okay, follow me. This way is fastest. We'll have to take the elevator up to the secure transport agent.
अच्छा हुआ टीपी खोल के रखे थे।
Hey! Slow down. I'm begging ya.
What is it? No one's gonna try any funny business when the street is this packed, right?
Oh, well...
Come on!
do you see that group of people over there? Those are my relatives.
Wow.
Once they start buying things, they won't stop perusing till it gets dark.
They're your
No, it's not. I'm just... not... It would be best if we could steer... I'll explain more when we have the chance, but...
हाँ ठीक है, नहीं सुनना हमें, जल्दी आगे बढ़ो।
The left side looks pretty packed. Let's go straight. Slow and steady wins the race.
Let's wait here for a second. Maybe my aunt will leave.
इधर से चले जाएंगे तो नहीं होगा इधर से। एक सेकंड वेट करो।
She's gone. Let's go.
Turn left. Run! To the right and... Wow, you guys
पकड़ा
are
गया।
good. I'm impressed.
अच्छा भाग गया,
That
नहीं
was
पकड़ा।
nothing. It was a piece of cake. Oh, winter melon cake to be exact.
You really liked it, huh? Ooh, you know what? I'll buy you a whole bunch and pile them so high you can swim in them.
As long as you don't wind up drowning, Paimon.
Hey, Uncle Jirgwe. These are my friends, the Traveler and Paimon. They came to deliver some goods with me. So, I guess I'll go ahead and take these over to Uncle Yongzan then?
Yes. Thanks for your hard work. I should thank you both for your trouble as well. Please take a seat and rest for a bit. I'll prepare some tea.
No need. We'll be off soon anyway.
Hey, we're already here, aren't we? No harm in taking a load off for a
Hello,
bit.
Shadow.
Plus, I know the Secure Transport Agency has some great songlet. Anyway, you just sit down and relax, Uncle Jirgwe. Who would I be if I just sat here and let you go through all this trouble? I have to be up and about to drop these goods off anyway. What's a little extra time on my feet? Oh, you aren't too picky, right, Traveler? I know Paimon prefers things on the sweeter side, so I won't steep the tea too long. And I'll add...
Aw, you noticed what Paimon likes?
22K.
How long have you two known Gaming?
Oh, not long at all. We just kind of tagged along on his trip to Yulong Wharf. He's just a super welcoming guy. We became friends. You know, just like that.
That's just... A while ago, Gaming personally went all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some medicine for him from... That young man has such a good head. I mean, there is...
Uncle Yongzan says he doesn't have the personnel to spare for this delivery right now. So what do you think, Uncle Jirgwe? Should I go ahead and deliver it instead?
Feels like we've troubled you enough all...
It's kite-making materials, though. I'm sure the sender wants it delivered before Lantern Night. Oh, by the way, here, have some tea.
All right, then. Deliver it if you want to.
Ooh, are you free in 2 days? How about we grab some dim sum from
Huh.
the kiosk? My treat, and don't even think about trying to pay.
Whoa, that's way too generous of you.
Don't mention it. Just think of this as a thank you for all your help. Besides, the thing between me and my family...
Sounds good. Paimon never says no to free food.
Zhongli.
All right, then I'm off. See you in 2 days. Oh, and Paimon, make sure not to eat too much before then.
Is he underestimating Paimon? She's just gonna have to show him how much she can really eat. Anyway, is Gamin's family situation really that complicated? He has such a happy-go-lucky personality. Plus,
Since he already plans to tell you himself,
अच्छा आप
you
तो
don't
बहुत
need
जानते हो
an
इस
old
गेम
man
के
like
बारे
me
में.
to add my 2 cents.
कभी ऐसा हुआ है कि 4
We seem
स्टार
to be
कैरेक्टर
around the
5
same
स्टार
age,
कैरेक्टर
so
बना दिया
we
गया हो?
might have a lot in common. Perhaps you could help him talk things through. Consider it a fake.
if you have the time, maybe you can make a little flag for us to wave about. It can say, we provide aid in spades. Couldn't hurt to advertise our services, right?
नहीं.
Well, I could
है
certainly
कोने का
arrange
जूहा.
that. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
Wait, seriously? Paimon would...
Yes. Would you like some more tea?
No thanks. We came all this way and still haven't gotten a chance to look around the wharf. We should see the kinds of kites they got. Maybe they'll have ones you can't find in Liyue Harbor.
All right then. Please do let me know if you'd like more.
एनिमो का सपोर्ट है? नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं करेंगे. जोंगली कब आएगा ये बताओ.
Here.
The way you speak, one might have presumed you were displeased to be in one's presence. Take note, Paimon. You could learn a thing or two about how to respect your elders.
Ugh, starting on the elder stuff already, huh? Shouldn't you be back in your cave tinkering away at some kite-related thingamabob or something? What brings you out here? And what's with that huge box next to you?
करने दो.
Paimon gets it. You're here to do some shopping, aren't you?
क्लाउड रिटेनर तो निकाला ही हमने.
And what of
नहीं
it?
तो उसे क्यों निकालेंगे?
The Qixing's decision to integrate Fontanian technology into said kite-flying competition is of no consequence to oneself.
क्लाउड
Did
रिटेनर
you
मस्त
expect one to
कैरेक्टर है.
willfully compete against the whimsical trends of worldly sentiment? Or
It's not that we think those things exactly. That's just what mountain shaped
हमें पाइमन नहीं निकालना रहता तो क्लाउड रिटेनर पे फूल कर देते हैं हम. I mean जोंगली. पाइमन बोल दिया. जोंगली नहीं निकालना रहता तो क्लाउड रिटेनर पे करते थे.
it appears time has quite flown since one's arrival in Liyue Harbor. Well, a great thought has illuminated one's mind once again. One is reminded that certain perhaps you two could wait here whilst one performs.
अरे ये तो चश्मी से है. चश्मा लगाती है.
Oh, that woman really just does whatever she wants. Hey, not you too, traveler. Oh, all this Paimon ditching is super not appreciated. Just come back soon, okay? Paimon doesn't want anyone to try and steal his stuff.
Welcome. Please have a look around. We only sell teas of the finest quality, sourced directly from Chao.
Now, that sounds promising. 2 boxes will do.
Wonderful. By the way, we're actually running...
20% off 4 boxes. Then 4 shall...
I see. Are you intending to give these as gifts?
हमें लगा 5 में आएगा.
In these exquisite gift sets.
नमस्ते नॉन गेमर.
Look at the magnificent design, and the red ribbon gives quite the...
10 boxes.
10! A nice round number, don't you think? Of course you do.
That is agreeable. One will...
Of course, right away.
I see you have quite the eye for fine items, mademoiselle. Perhaps some... I'm a toy merchant from Fontaine. You'll get nothing but the finest and most intricate...
Perhaps you could enlighten me then. When should said amusement be derived?
Well, that is, of course, best understood by playing with them yourself. If you could wait just a moment, I can bring one out and give you a demonstration.
अच्छा वो जो चोर कैरेक्टर आ रहा है वो
There.
Mademoiselle.
Give me your newest and finest model, and be sure to package it securely.
Ah, of course. Here you go. The instruction manual is...
I can do without. Thank you. Many watchful eyes surround this place. If one, there is no harm in bringing it back to study in secret.
अरे उसे सही से देखना तो आप हाईलाइट किया हुआ रहेगा वहां पे चोर लगता है आपने देखा नहीं है
Naturally, one may not delight in social interactions, but that does not mean one lacks said faculties. And you too?
We just haven't had time yet. It doesn't look like there are any kite stalls around Elong Wharf. But it does look like there are lots of goods from Fontaine.
You are also planning to participate in the kite flying competition, then? One means to say, you along with all the other youths. One has been entreated to share one's kite-making expertise. And indeed, there was one had no choice but to act.
Oh, who will be
Shuyu, Shenhe, Ganyu, and Yayo.
Wow, that's quite a few people. Also, this is all pretty well, Xinyun, but it's not like you have to make your own kite to participate in the competition. You can't just buy one ready-made and call it a day.
ड्रैगन भाई आ सकता है
You speak of those equipped with the the mechanism that one
अरे
has
हाँ
developed
नॉन गेमर
was the
आपको भी
fruit of
नमस्ते करा
millennia
हमने
it is composed of
आपने
materials
सुना नहीं होगा
as light as bamboo and as strong.
अरे यार कौन सुने इतना बड़ा कहानी
It sure seems like...
So, will you be attending the workshop?
Huh? Wait, you've been trying to...
All right then. No need to prepare the materials in any. Arrive at Mount Outsong in 2.
Are you leaving? Don't you want a guard to help you with that big box of yours?
Surely you jest. One.
It can float? What kind of invention is that?
One calls it the floating toting device.
फ्लोटिंग टोटिंग वाह क्या टाइमिंग है
She seems pretty proud of that one. Look at her walk down the street. She seems so confident. But everyone around her is looking at her all funny. Paimon wonders... never mind. But anyway, that box of hers seems to be full of those mechanical lifty thingamabobs. Not that Paimon was peeking or anything. She just... And wouldn't you know it, all the stuff inside almost came bursting out.
क्यों कमी क्या है ट्रेवलर में
Is that Xianyun
5 स्टार
sure
कैरेक्टर
has
है
to
इतना बढ़िया है
What did she call it again?
कॉन्स्टलेशन इसका
A
मिल ही
crude
जाता है
piece of mortal machinery? Paimon bet she just can't wait to take it apart. Totally. We should probably act like we didn't see anything, though. You know, in consideration of her feelings and all. After all, that is the
अरे यार कितना
propriety with
बोलती है ये
which one
पाइमन
should comport oneself. When it comes to an elder, right?
अभी हमारे टीम में 2 डीपीएस है अरे इतना ही था खत्म हो गया क्या ये हम तो ये पूछ रहे कि ये खत्म हो गया क्या क्या वो बढ़ेगा बढ़ेगा, ये सब करके बढ़ेगा। ये देखो, आपको ये वाला करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। एंड देन आपको ये वाला करना पड़ेगा। जैसे कि देखो ये मेरा कंप्लीटेड है, एंड ये लॉक्ड है, 10 घंटे बाद खुलेगा, तो इसका टाइमिंग रहता है, उसके बाद बढ़ जाएगा आपका। और इधर देखो ये मेरा हो गया है, इसके भी कर सकते हैं, इसको भी कर सकते हैं। ये 10 घंटे बाद खुलेगा, अभी अनलॉक नहीं हुआ है। ओके, तो कोई और क्यूस्ट में फंसा हुआ है? कौन कौन क्यूस्ट में फंसा हुआ है? ओके, इसे क्लियर करते हैं। वहीं तो बहुत कंफ्यूजन है, तीन तीन में कंफ्यूजन है। कंफ्यूजन ही कंफ्यूजन है। देखो हमारे पास क्या है अभी, डीलिक है, अब डीलिक है और जेंगलिन है। तो अगर हम जैंगलिन चूज करते हैं तो जैंगलिन का C2 हो जाएगा, और अगर हम वाइडू चूज करते हैं तो वाइडू का C1 हो जाएगा। ये देखो, या फिर हम एक चूज कर सकते हैं ये गामिंग है आपका, और उसके बाद डेंड्रो का है। तो डेंड्रो 4 स्टार लेंगे तो ट्रैवलर 5 स्टार तो ऑलरेडी है ही डेंड्रो यूज़ करने के लिए, और ट्रैवलर पे डेंड्रो अच्छा काम भी करता है। जैंगलिंग ऑलरेडी है हमारे पास, वाइडो भी है, तो इस सब का तो कॉन्स्टलेशन ही खुलेगा इन लोगों का। ये है आपका हाइड्रो। ये रहा इसका टैलेंट, क्या यूज़ करता है वेपन में, स्वॉर्ड यूज़ करता है। नॉर्मल अटैक का टैलेंट ये रहा। अच्छा, ये लेने बोल रहे हैं आप, हाइड्रो वाला? ये देखो पायरो का ये भी है। देखो पायरो में लेना रहे तो गेमिंग लेना, ठीक है। प्लंग अटैक इसका एकदम मस्त है, प्लंग करो अटैक करो, प्लंग करो अटैक करो। ये इंजन को तो छोड़ ही देना। अच्छा, ये बोल रहे थे क्या आप पायरो में? अरे अरे अरे, तो पूरा रॉक स्टार बन रही है, इसमें क्या है? ये देखो इसका शील्ड बनता है, और शील्ड का स्ट्रेंथ डिपेंड करेगा आपका इसके डिफेंस पे एंड नंबर ऑफ ओपोनेंट्स हिट पे। तीन अपोनेंट को अगर हिट करोगे इससे तो आपको लेवल 3 का शील्ड मिलेगा, 2 को करोगे तो लेवल 2 का, और एक 0 को करोगे तो लेवल 1 का। हो किसी काम की नहीं है तो छोड़ दो। तो ये तो पायरो में तो तय है कि किसी किसी को पायरो कैरेक्टर चाहिए तो गामिंग ले लो, ठीक है। ये क्या है, इसे देखना पड़ेगा। हाँ, ये चार्लोट से अप कैरेक्टर है या फिर लो है, ये बताना। चार्लोट से लो है तो हमें फिर नहीं लेना है, क्योंकि चार्लोट ऑलरेडी हमारे पास। इसमें क्या कमी है, देखो तो, मस्त है ये तो। जेट चैम्बर की मालकिन है, सोच लो। नमस्ते अमर। डीपीएस है ये, हाँ तो बढ़िया है ना। जब तक जोंगली नहीं आता तब तक ये रहेगा। देखो ज़्यादा चांस है कि या तो हम बैडू ले और इसका C1 खोले, या फिर हम निनगुआंग ले। इसी दोनों में से देखेंगे। हाइड्रो वाला को छोड़ दो, ये नहीं ले रहे हम, क्योंकि हाइड्रो में हमारे पास बड़बड़ा है। इधर देखो चार्लोट है। बहुत रिएक्शन करता है, आपको पता क्या। ये क्या होगा ये बताओ। ये जो हम खोलेंगे, ये बोल क्या रहा है, स्ट्रॉम ब्रेकर हो गया अपना, कौन सा टैलेंट, अच्छा ये वाला टैलेंट हो गया स्ट्रॉम ब्रेकर। तो जब हम स्ट्रॉम ब्रेकर यूज करेंगे, एक शील्ड बनेगा, ठीक है, जो कि एब्जॉर्ब करेगा 16% ऑफ वाइडोज मैक्स HP फॉर 15 सेकेंड। 16% तक का HP वाइडू का 15 सेकेंड तक कंज्यूम करेगा वो शील्ड। और इलेक्ट्रो डैमेज 250% मोर इफेक्टिवली, मतलब जो भी है एक शील्ड आएगा इससे। इस शील्ड के अंदर हम डीलक को रख के बहुत बढ़िया काम कर सकते हैं, है ना, या फिर किसी को भी। नहीं हमारे पास नाहिदा नहीं है। ट्रैवलर है, बर्बरा है, डेल्यूक है, वाइडो है, जैंगलिन है, C1 हो रखी है, चार्लोट, काया, एम्बर, नोएला, लीसा, एक मिनट रुक जाओ, लिनट, यंजिन, ये देख लो ये कौन है, अजीब नाम वाला है, सायु है, एंड सक्रोज है, और कुजाऊ सारा है। इतने सारे हैं। अरे कोई फार्मेसी में जाना है यार। तो बाइडो का कर ले C1। हम अकाउंट देखने में एक्सपर्ट नहीं है, हम तो अभी हम ही नए हैं। वैसे इतने हो गए हैं कि देख सकते हैं अच्छा है या नहीं, बट कुछ ज़्यादा उसमें आपको हम नहीं बता सकते।
What's your name, buddy? Are you here to buy some medicine?
Are you...
No, I'm not.
Hey there, Chi-Chi. Hi, Gray. What's going on? Hi, Traveler.
You've actually come at the perfect time. This little boy seems to have gotten himself lost.
No, listen to me.
Your dad?
Well, my dad's always been
हाइड्रो में
kind of
ऐसा क्या है? आप हाइड्रो के
She went out
पीछे
a few
क्यों
days
पड़े हो?
ago to gather some herbs for my... I remembered that the owner of Boo Boo Farm... When we got to the city gate, I took a moment to ask the Millwith guards for directions to the farm. I asked the Millwith guys to go
You came to the right place. We're pros at finding
जिंगचू ले,
Junction
क्या है
Canal.
जिंगचू?
Hey,
देखना पड़ेगा, आप दोनों बोल
talking about
रहे
me
हो।
behind...
Cheng, Chi-Chi meant that as a compliment. Hello, child. You mentioned that you were
You have a talking snake? Oh, are you Uncle Baiju?
Uncle Baiju.
Cheng, now's not the time. My dear boy, could you tell me more about your father's condition?
Yes, Uncle...
I see. And your family lives near Chingsav?
Uh-huh. My mom doesn't like meeting a...
Are you? By any...
Whoa, yeah, it is.
I certainly do. Gui, Ayu's parents are old acquaintances of mine.
Don't forget us two. We already told Ayu that we'd have...
Oh, really? Well, that's one...
Chi-Chi and I need to clear up the...
तो हाइड्रो तो ऑलरेडी है ना बड़ा
Then
हमारे
Ali,
पास,
Traveler, Paimon,
रिएक्शन भी
why don't
करती
you
है
come with
प्लस
me and
आपका
Ayu?
हील भी देती है। तो इधर उधर कहीं और क्यों जाना? हाँ, तो हम उसे यूज भी सपोर्ट के लिए ही करते हैं, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, सपोर्ट के लिए यूज होती है। ये कौन है? सातोड़ी अभी रुक जाओ। मेरा ये खुला या नहीं खुला? अरे किधर गया? अरे यार, ये करना ही पड़ेगा। इसके चक्कर में वो बंद हो जाता है, उसके चक्कर में वो बंद हो जाता है। गजब कहानी है इसमें। हम तो सोच रहे हैं C1 ही कर ले बाइडो का, एक शील्ड आ जाएगा, शील्ड बहुत काम देगा। क्योंकि डिलुक्स जब अटैक करता है ना, ये वाला इसका जो टैलेंट है, ये देखो, ये तो ये जब ये करता है ना परफॉर्म, तो जो आग लगती है उससे ये भी डैमेज लेने लगता है अपने आप पे, और फिर कैरेक्टर चेंज करो उसको भी डैमेज पड़ता है। तो शील्ड रहेगा, क्योंकि हमारे पास इलेक्ट्रो में बाइडो ही है अच्छी कैरेक्टर।
Well, that complicates things. The city folks say there's no sign of him either. We need to start looking further afield. But where are we gonna get the people?
Excuse me, sirs. Have you found out anything about my dad yet?
Hey there, buddy.
The boy asked...
Oh, thank goodness.
अरे
As for
यार,
update,
कितनी बातें करते हैं।
Luhua Pool.
जल्दी
The
कंप्लीट करो।
terrain there can be tricky to navigate. Let's hope he hasn't run into any trouble.
You will? Oh,
Sorry we weren't able to find your dad, buddy.
That's okay. Thank you for trying.
हाँ, रिटर्न पे करना तो चाहिए था बट किया नहीं हमने क्योंकि हमारे पास इनफ पुल्स नहीं थे। बाकी लोगों को जो है ना 10 20 30 में निकल जाते हैं कैरेक्टर, बट हमें नहीं निकलते। हम लकी नहीं है यार किसी भी चीज़ में। पता नहीं कितना होगा क्या होगा जोंगली का, लेकिन इतना तो कंफर्म करके ही पुल करेंगे कि किसी भी हाल में निकले ही निकले वो। ये जो आप लोग 50/50 बोलते हैं उसका मतलब क्या होता है ये बताना। 50 पुल्स या फिर 90 पुल्स? कितना है अभी? 22 के है तो 22 के में कितने आ जाएंगे? 16 के में आ जाएंगे
Dad, can you hear me?
100, ठीक है। और 2
There's
के
somebody
और हो
over
जाते तो आ जाते 50।
Oh no. It's... Hey, you!
और अभी
Stop!
22
You're
के है। 24 के रहते तो 150 आ जाता। तो 22 के में कितना आएगा आप लोग अंदाज़ा लगा लो। वही
Watch where you're going!
130 140 के आसपास रखो।
Dear customer, won't
आप पुल बताओ ना, ये 50/50 नहीं बताओ। ये जो 50/50 आप लोग बोलते हैं उसमें पुल्स कितने
my,
करते हो?
who do we have here? It's the traveler in Paimon.
नहीं,
As
गलत है आपका।
suspicious.
बैनर कैरेक्टर 90 पुल्स में
Dad, are you
50/50
okay?
होता है।
Your name is Xiao Liang, and you live just west.
Uh-oh. He seems in really bad shape. We need to get him back to Boo Boo Pharmacy. Sorry, Hutao. Gotta dash. Dinner's on us next time.
Hold on a second. You're not seriously thinking of taking him to
90
Boo Boo
पुल्स
Pharmacy
पे
in
आपको
this
जो है
state,
एक
are you?
कंफर्म रहता है 5
Huh?
स्टार कैरेक्टर और
Why
50%
not?
चांस
What's the
होता है कि वो
Come
बैनर
on,
कैरेक्टर हो।
Baiju. Don't tell me you haven't noticed. Why do I get the sense that you spotted them right away?
Use what? What are you
There are
और
trust.
उसके
Yes,
बाद अगले
but
90 पुल्स पे
I'm
फिर एक
sorry.
5 स्टार कैरेक्टर आपका कंफर्म होता है,
There's no. It is the
जो
sworn
कि बैनर
duty.
कैरेक्टर ही होगा।
Besides, it was my
Now you're bringing my great
तो
uncle
आपके
into
पास
this?
होने चाहिए 180
merely to
पुल्स।
keep.
Oh, really? I thought I was persona non grata at Boo Boo Pharmacy.
अगर
Okay,
आपका भी
deal.
लक हमारे जैसा
We're not
कमजोर है तो,
unhappy to do it.
अच्छा
You
नहीं है
must
तो।
be pleased you brought the traveler along.
Well, time is of the essence.
ये पीछे जो गर्दन में लिपटा है यही तो नहीं खा गया और बात बना रहा होगा।
Blockages within the cardiovascular system. I see.
Dr. Baiju, how?
Don't you worry.
Ayu, do you know when your father first started?
I'm not.
So it's been a long time indeed. No. Come and see me again tomorrow.
Thank you, Dr. Baiju.
If you still have any misgivings.
However,
Yes, of course, absolutely.
see you tomorrow, Baiju and Changchun.
Bye for now.
नाहिदा का पता नहीं उतनी
Are you
अच्छी नहीं
ready,
लगे
Baiju?
हमें।
Ready as up.
आर्कन है बट या फिर हमें उसकी पावर्स उतने अच्छे से समझ में नहीं आई। जो भी हो,
You know, Paimon's kind of curious after hearing Baiju mention those people from his... Yeah, you must be curious too.
आप हर किसी पे जो 90 पुल्स करते रहते हो 180 पुल्स क्यों नहीं बनाते तो करते हो उसके बाद?
I'm idling time on admiring the scenery, the spectacled snake-bedecked dock. Hello, you busy bees. And what? Actually, don't tell me.
Oh, and
हमें
also,
लगता है ना इस गेम में ना
I thought I told
आप
you
जो
once.
भी स्टार्ट करो ना उसे
Well,
कंप्लीट कर
it
लो,
is a dusty old tale by this point.
नहीं तो
These
फंस
days,
जाता है.
okay, pineapple.
almost certain.
Wow, fancy that.
According to my that pharmacist, my grandpa had a huge art. So my grandpa inherited the funeral.
Funeral director to doctors.
If he had just become, but according to my hand on top of that.
वो तो बढ़ने का आपको एक पुल पे भी मिल जाए,
No, my
ये कोई
grandpa.
बड़ी बात थोड़ी है.
Even one thing I do know about Baiju is that he's anyway. So I will be sticking around here for now to keep a close.
अरे हाँ, आपने पूरा एक्सप्लेन कर दिया.
After all that, it seems like we have more questions than answers. Never mind.
आप लोगों को
We'll just have to
जोंगली क्यों
ask
नहीं
Baiju
पसंद आता?
himself about all of this tomorrow.
हाँ, इसका अब देख ले, अभी भी दोनों में फंसा है या सिर्फ एक में? ओके, अब सिर्फ ये एक में फंसा है. ओके, रुको रुको, अब इसको यहाँ पे छोड़ते हैं, इसको आगे बढ़ाते हैं. हो, तो जोंगली की बातें कोई नहीं करता इधर, सब अलग अलग ही बातें करते रहते हैं. हम बताते हैं ना जोंगली कब आएगा, हमें पता है. जोंगली आएगा 5.0 में. ये रहा आपका जायो. इसी ईयर आ जाएगा जोंगली.
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer.
I don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us. I'm just helping you with your training. That's all.
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
साओ प्रोनाउंस
You're
करते
neither an
हो.
adeptus nor a human.
अरे
Always
ठीक
treading
है,
the
कुछ
line
भी करते
between
हो.
the two worlds. It must instead of
हमारा मन,
explaining yourself to
हमें
me,
जो समझ आएगा हम वो
I have
बुलाएंगे.
nothing to hide.
the body and the mind are
ये
one.
क्या चल रहा है दोनों के
If
बीच?
something worries your mind, your body can help you find a solution. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential of your body.
Yes.
फिर से ट्रायल. तो अच्छी बात है ना, C6 जोंगली निकल जाए तो. अरे यार, ये कब शुरू होगा पता है नहीं चल रहा है हमें. ये ट्रायल करना पड़ेगा जो भी है.
The trial's begun. Paimon can feel it in the air.
ओके, ये तो एडस के लिए ऐसी वैसी बातें हैं.
Born of ice and frost. Access denied. Born of ice and frost.
बे यार, बाइडू को लाओ.
Eyes on me!
All hail. frost. Access denied. Born of ice and frost.
काम हो गया इन लोगों का। लो तेज बन रहे थे पायरस के सामने।
Access denied.
अच्छा तुम दोनों आए हो। अरे 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 दो दैत इधर आ गए।
This is long overdue. Born of ice and frost.
Ready, steady, go!
Spring forth! Scatter! Verdict is...
Power that ended Python! Access denied. For Rex Lapis!
Propagate! Germinate! Scatter!
देख कर दिए चैलेंज कंप्लीट। क्या बात कर रहे हो आप लोग। हाँ वो कैरेक्टर हम नहीं यूज करते हैं क्योंकि उसका जल्दी एम ही नहीं लगता। पागलों जैसा एम होता है उसका।
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation won't benefit your training. Only you can evaluate the
हाँ तो
results of
फोन
this
में तो
trial.
हम भी खेलते हैं।
You'll progress faster that way.
अरे अरे बहुत इज्जत है मॉड की।
Understood.
कैसे हैं आप श्रुति जी? नमस्ते।
Strong opinions.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty
दिक्कत
of your
में क्या
training
कमी
so
हो
you'll
गई
have
आपको
to.
बताइए। अरे चलो जल्दी जल्दी सब मॉड को नमस्ते करो। इज्जत दो
Another
मॉड को।
one of those pesky visitors. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu.
Pesky visitor?
शैडो अननोन गेमर चलो जल्दी जल्दी नमस्ते करो।
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis. I've finally come upon... Are all of you the... great! My name's Sin Chung.
Oh, so it's a pilgrim.
I am...
Perfect. I didn't come in vain then. What
ए
blessings
ऐसे
can you
नहीं
grant
करो।
me?
गलत बात।
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't just...
For free?
that's not what I meant.
बोलो मॉड की जय हो।
What I'm
मॉड की
trying
जय
to
हो।
say is that everything... It would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for no reason.
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just...
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. A person of your age should focus on work and family.
अरे हम पिघल नहीं गए। मॉड अगर कह रहा है इज्जत करने तो इज्जत करो मॉड
Why do
की।
you speak and behave like us city folk? You sure you're not one of those swindlers who poses an adeptus to cheat people out of their money?
अरे जो भी होता है कुछ होता है बस इज्जत करो।
Enough. Doesn't matter if you're a real adeptus or not. You're useless.
लिखो जय हो मॉड की।
Ganyu, don't let that guy ruin your mood.
I thought that coming back to Juyun, but being questioned
इस
by
सॉरी
him
का
made
हम
me
क्या ही
realize
करेंगे।
but
कुछ नहीं कर सकते।
I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor.
आप लोग बताओ, सॉरी का कुछ होता है क्या?
Uh,
कुछ होता हो सॉरी से तो?
all right. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. That said, I still trust my initial judgment. If I'm proven right, I'll return.
It's a step in
बेचारी
the right
आंटी
direction.
फूट
Let's
गई
go.
होगी। अरे अरे, जल्दी जल्दी ठीक हो जाओ आप, बहुत चोट लगी होगी। ओए ऐसे मजाक नहीं उड़ाओ, मॉड को चोट लगा है, फालतू बातें नहीं। ओ, तब तो बहुत चोट आया होगा। आंसू को बुला लो, डॉक्टर से दिखा देगा। हाँ हाँ, साइज में बहुत बड़ी थी। आंसू को बुला लो, दिखा देगा, डॉक्टर पास ले जाएगा, और जो भी होगा ट्रीटमेंट करवा के और फिर पहुंचा देगा तुमको।
And when we told her that Rex Lapis had been assassinated, she immediately threatened to squash Liyue Harbor. Paimon thought she'd be impossible to get along with. But now that we've spent some more
तो
time
अभी तो
together,
चलने में भी
she's
नहीं
really
बन रहा
well.
होगा तब
We
तो।
probably don't need to bring any offerings now that we've gotten to know her pretty well, right? Still, Paimon's got some snacks
अरे
around
नहीं
here
नहीं,
somewhere,
ऐसे
so
कैसे
she
नहीं,
really, huh? Traveler,
ट्रीटमेंट जरूरी है ना।
what a pretty lady. Is she also here to visit Cloud Retainer? Yeah, you're right. All it takes is one look and you can tell she's someone special. Okay, but if we're both friends of Cloud Retainer, then we're basically friends by association. Helping you
नहीं,
make
हमें
more
तो लगा कि
connections is a part of Paimon's job as your reliable guide. Paimon's got this.
चोट कैसा है ये बताओ, मतलब हम यहाँ से कुछ कर तो नहीं सकते,
You two...
बट
What
फिर भी
is this
पूछना तो
tomfoolery?
बनता है ना।
Has the shift in form so clouded your eyes that you no longer recognize one anymore?
Wait, you're...
Oh, donning human form is scarcely any test.
आप दोनों ज़्यादा दिमाग नहीं लगाओ,
As for your
मॉड का
confusion,
ऑलरेडी
one
बॉयफ्रेंड है
merely had no
जिसका
reason
नाम
to
है
indulge
आंसू,
such inclinations before.
और आंसू को पता चला ना आप लोग ऐसे दिमाग लगा रहे हो तो आपके आंसू निकाल देगा वो।
Well, one has made plans to pay a visit to some disciples at Liyue Harbor. Taking on a human form for such a trip is simply
श्रुति
a
को
way
जो
to make
परेशान
matters less
करता है ना
concerning.
आंसू, उसके आंसू निकाल देता है।
about keeping a low profile? You're the one who likes to pop up out of nowhere all over the place. Hey, didn't we agree not to bring that up unless she asked?
Oh, so you have taken care to follow
दे
the proper
आंसू
rules of
लड़का
etiquette
है।
after all. Most
हाँ, छोटे बच्चे का अलग ही दुनिया होता है, पता ना गेम की दुनिया छोड़ के किधर जा चले गए हैं अब।
One has never found oneself lacking in basic comforts. On the contrary, it is the gesture that one values above all
यार
else.
नॉन गेमर तो
So
कुछ
long
ज़्यादा
as-
ही छोटे हैं,
Kinda makes Paimon feel a little guilty.
7-8 में पढ़ते होंगे अभी।
One planned to extend the invitation even if you had not raised the matter yourself. Shanhan Ganyu should be quite pleased to see you again. However, one would first inquire as to the reason behind your visit.
Yeah.
क्या
We just
करके
found
छोड़
ourselves
चुके?
missing you and wanted to see how you were doing. We were hoping you'd tell us one of your stories. Who knew we'd run into your human form while we were at it?
Is that so? If there are no urgent matters at hand, then let us...
Sounds great. Then let's all go to Liyue Harbor.
हमारा एज तो टॉप सीक्रेट है, श्रुति का पूछ लो। Hmm.
Ganyu has been quite busy with work as of late. Shanoha has also secured employment recently. In her correspondence with me, she wrote that she shall have no need to return for the foreseeable future. Do they think one was so easily mollified? One shall investigate.
जो भी हो, छोटे बच्चों से ना श्रुति का बहुत अच्छा बनता है, ये तो है।
We're almost at Way High Pavilion. Hey, do you think Ganyu will be shocked to see Cloud Retainer like this?
श्रुति के ज़्यादातर फैंस छोटे बच्चे ही होते हैं।
In this form before. Wait, where did she go? Why are you just standing there, Cloud Retainer?
Quietly now. One shall stay here. You.
But why? Isn't it?
If one were to proudly proclaim one's presence, Ganyu would. One does not wish to trouble her.
Fair enough. Makes sense. All right, then we'll just pass on your regards and.
Cloud Retainer?
Oh.
Is that lady someone you know, Ms. Ganyu?
She is indeed. I'm sorry, Huixin, but could we delay the upcoming meeting for a little bit?
Oh, not to worry, Ms. Ganyu. I'll make the necessary arrangements right away.
Thank you, Huixin.
It's been a while, Ganyu.
Greetings. What brings
किसे
you here
जेल
today?
जाना पड़ेगा?
And Cloud Retainer too. It's been quite some time since I last saw you in this form.
You are quite mistaken. One is not acquainted with this Cloud Retainer of whom you speak. One is simply a mere mortal passerby.
Huh?
Seems she's not buying it.
That was but a simple test. One did not expect you to be able to recognize one so easily, especially after so many years of only seeing one's other form.
But recognizing you is,
An apt observation. One was simply
हाँ,
passing by while
लड़ लो।
attending to some important business.
लड़के
One
समाप्त
thought it
कर
would
दो
only
एक
be
दूसरे
fitting
को।
to pay you a visit while in the area.
Wait, Paima wasn't aware of any important. Cloud Retainer's right. We've still got something super important to do, so we can't stay here for too long today.
oh, is that so? But it's been so long since we last saw each other.
One simply desired to see you and had no intention of interrupting your work. A quick conversation should suffice for today.
I understand. That should be fine.
While one acknowledges the amount of work that you have to deal with every day, one must also remind you to rest. Though Adepti blood flows through your veins, excessive exhaustion
देखो हम पहले ही बता देते हैं आप लोगों को, वो मॉड है, आप लोगों को टाइम आउट दे सकती है, ब्लॉक कर सकती है, आपके मैसेजेस गैप कर सकती है, तो थोड़े संभल के ही जो भी कर रहे हो करना। और हम उसमें कुछ भी नहीं करेंगे पर्सनली, अगर अटैक करोगे किसी को, कोई भी तो।
Wow, you've been to so many new places since the last time we spoke. Also, forgive me for my presumptuousness, Cloud Retainer, but if you plan
a human name, huh? You raise a valid point.
You really think so? Not that you're.
अभी तो नहीं ले सकते, बाकी का नहीं पता फ्यूचर का।
Nevertheless, Ganyu's advice cannot be.
Canyon?
Ah, I assume that's a reference to the full record of Pristine Pavilion. An adeptus of years past would rise with the
और वैसे भी
clouds
अभी
and
हम
rest with the
स्ट्रीम
moon.
कर रहे हैं, तो अभी
They
आपको
were
मॉड
enlightened
देगा
and
कौन,
wise, free and unfettered.
ये भी
The
सोचो।
writer.
Oh, that sounds super cool! Paimon feels like only the most powerful of Adepti could rise with the clouds and rest with the moon.
Actually, those lines were originally written to describe...
Huh? Wait, so you're really that
नहीं,
powerful?
जब तक आप लोग कुछ गलत नहीं
Did
बोलोगे,
you truly take
अलग ही
one to be
लेवल का
nothing
गलत,
more
तब
than a
तक वो ये
bird
सब
of
नहीं
bigger
करती.
than average size?
To be fair, Cloud Retainer rarely speaks of her past accomplishments. It is said that once, a long, long time ago, there was a severe drought in Liyue. Although I did not live through such tragedy, simply reading about it is enough to
और
on
आप
top of the
लोगों को उससे
drought.
झगड़ा करना ही
The
क्यों है,
books
ये
have
बताओ.
this to say about upon arrival, the Adeptus borrowed the wind to retain the...
That's incredible.
Mortal records add embellishment.
Even so, you stopped an entire drought! Can you... Oh, Paimon suddenly has a lot more respect for you. So it was Paimon's bad for calling you Illuminated Bird before...
How laughable. A name is but a simple label we can...
That's a relief. In that case, Paimon will continue...
Well, that is quite enough ancient history for now. Ganyu, have you had word from Shenhe? One has heard that she
अरे
procured
देखो,
a job
सबसे बढ़िया हम
recently.
बताते हैं
Have
आप
you any
लोगों को,
thoughts
क्या
on her
करो.
workplace? Moreover, does she
आप लोग
find
छोटे
herself
बच्चे हो
overly
तो आप लोग
inundated
भी
with
फ्री
work?
फायर
Is
खेलते ही
she
होगे,
allowed time off during Lantern
और
Rite?
हमारी मॉड भी फ्री फायर खेलती है, ठीक है.
Is a lot of
तो
questions.
FF में जाके 1v1 कर लेना,
There is no
उधर
cause
ही
for
लड़ लेना,
concern,
जीत
Cloud
हार कर
Retainer.
लेना.
I introduced Shenhe to one in restaurant's business has been booming
गेमर्स की
recently.
लड़ाई गेम तक ही
So
रहे तो
with Chef
ठीक है.
Mao being swamped with customers, and Shangling still often out in search of new recipes, I introduced...
I see. Most excellent indeed. One has had the pleasure of being introduced to
ये
that
देखो
family.
सैडो खेलते हैं.
Shangling is kind and astute, while her father... Now,
Huh? But didn't you just say that...
Can that wait until after we've eaten?
you may return to your work, Ganyu. One shall see to this matter on one's own. There will be many an occasion to dine together in the future.
हाँ,
One is
BGMI भी
certain the
खेलती है वो.
opportunity shall present itself most
BGMI में भी
readily.
1v1 कर सकती है
Of
आप लोगों
course,
से.
Cloud Retainer. Please take care. Traveler, Paimon, I'll see you some other time.
हल्के में नहीं लो, बहुत भारी प्लेयर है.
Paimon was pretty quick on the uptake there, don't you think?
अब क्या करें, हम चाहते हैं कि लड़ने से तो बचोगे नहीं आप लोग, तो गेमर्स की लड़ाई गेम में ही ख़त्म होके गेम में ही शुरू होके गेम में ही ख़त्म हो जाए, वही ठीक है. नहीं नहीं, कॉलेज का काम क्यों छोड़ोगे. यूआईडी ले लो बच्चों के, और जब टाइम मिले तब कर लेना 1v1.
You get what I'm saying, right?
उधर ही लड़ाई खत्म कर देना.
Not even fine food is enough to distract from the presence of a fine lady, huh?
I'm far more interested.
अभी जो लड़ाई चल रही है उससे तो बढ़िया है ना 1v1 की लड़ाई.
She's coming.
What can I get for you today?
Greetings, miss. I was just wondering if you'd be willing to...
What would you like to order?
हाँ, तो ठीक है, फिर लड़ाई बंद करो इधर. अच्छे से बात करो. और वैसे पता नहीं, ये दोनों मेरी बात तो सुन नहीं रहे. हम तो बोल रहे हैं इनको मॉड की इज्जत करने, बट ये कर ही नहीं रहे, झगड़ा कर रहे मॉड से.
Welcome. It's been a while. May I take your order?
Don't welcome us as guests and greet us as old friends in the same line. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
अरे सैडो,
This is...
Master?
आप जो है ना बोल रहे हैं ना, हल्के में मत लो उसे. बहुत अच्छी प्लेयर है वो.
I've trained and lived with Master for more than 10 years. I would recognize you no matter what form you take. Is something the matter, Master?
हाँ, तो पहले आप लोगों को करना चाहिए ना. वो बड़ी है आप दोनों से.
And check out the great food too.
Indeed. It's almost lunchtime. My apologies. I'm still on the clock and can't talk for very long.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. Are you here for Shenhe? The lunch rush isn't in yet, Shenhe. Go ahead. Sit down and enjoy some...
Thank you, Chef.
अरे पता नहीं क्यों छोटे बच्चे को छोटे बच्चे बोल दो, चिढ़ जाते हैं.
It is just as one expected. The owner of Wanmin Restaurant is indeed a most reasonable and accommodating human. Still, the work here entails dealing with quite a varied group of people. Has this been difficult for you, Shenhe?
It's been manageable so far. I sometimes run into strange people.
Seems like you've been making progress.
First, I tried to talk sense into them.
Oh,
आपने नहीं कहा था तो फिर उसने भी नहीं कहा था आपके पेरेंट्स को इतना देर से बच्चा करने.
And you, Master? How have you been?
Simply marvelous. Though Mount Outsong has scarcely enjoyed your presence recently, one has hardly found the pleasure of one's own...
I see. Just as expected of Master. I have missed Master quite a bit too. Even though work has been busy lately, I've already had a conversation.
Oh, you did?
Whoa, her mood shot up.
By the way, Master, since you are...
Indeed. She is similarly preoccupied.
Ganyu told us the story of Cloud Retainer's name. It was a...
I see. In that case...
Oh?
Is that a problem, Master?
No, not a problem. One was simply caught off guard. But no matter. Please, proceed. One is most curious to see how much of one's own conversational prowess you possess.
Master once participated in a race against Mooncarver. In response, Master agreed to forego flying.
Huh. What kind of...
It was a mechanical vehicle made out of iron. What was it called again? Oh, an
Oh, you refer to the bicyclical Thunder Flashmobile. Oh, it boggles the mind why Mooncarver ever... Alas, the one flaw of my mechanism lay in its weakness against mountainous terrain. One was thwarted mere seconds from victory, when it was thrown off course and failed to make it across the final stretch. Truly a most...
Master, that was the end of that story.
Is that so? Huh.
Have you been lonely, Master?
Lonely? Huh. At what is the most foreign sentiment?
तो श्रुति घर पहुंची या फिर वहीं रोड पे ही बैठी हो चोट लगा के?
What is the reason for that look upon your face?
It's nothing. It's just... Well, Paimon gained a lot of respect for you after listening to that story of you summoning the rain and everything. But I was just a little bit confused. Which one of the two is the real Cloud Retainer?
To me, they are both, Master. One is the Master.
Huh. One finds oneself exalted yet again, with sweet words of praise and flattery of a most extravagant nature. This is not to say that your words paint an inaccurate picture.
She got, like, what, 2 sentences of flattery from her disciple? And it's as if her ego is about to burst.
Do you have any empty tables?
Hey there, could we get another fish stew?
I'm hearing more guests come in. I should get back to work.
Alright, good luck with the lunchtime rush, Shenhe.
Mm-hmm. I'll try my best.
हमें क्या पता?
So much yummy food.
लड़ाई करोगे तो यही होगा ना?
One is fond of all... The dishes here demonstrate no shortage of culinary skill.
Everything's so tasty. A bit too hot at times, but still super tasty.
I'm sorry, miss, but our tables are full.
अब आप दोनों बातें करो. श्रुति चली गई. आप लोगों ने ऑफेंड कर दिया उसे.
But it smells so delightful. Can we really not eat here? My poor legs can't go on for much longer.
Well, you could always check with some of the other guests and see if anyone's happy to share a
नमस्ते
table.
बिल्लो.
Okay, I'll ask around.
अरे इनका बातें चल रहा है तब तक हम जाते हैं पानी ले आते हैं. ये लो चैट में बिल्लो आ गया. बिल्लो से बातें करो.
Excuse me.
बिल्लो भी छोटे बच्चे ही हैं. तो अब 3 छोटे बच्चे हो गए आप तो.
Well, Paimon doesn't mind. What about you guys? Thanks so much. My name is Shuyu, and this is my granny, Yuendai. Granny? Yep. Is there something wrong with that? No, Paimon's just a bit surprised. She looks so young. Yeah, a lot of people compliment Granny on her youthful looks, but she's actually much older than she appears.
लगता है आप लोगों की लड़ाई देख के बिरलो भाग गया है ना?
Granny, why don't you take a seat? Come on, it's not polite to stare.
Huh. Have we met before?
No.
Tis a fated meeting then. Please.
अरे झगड़ा बंद करो.
What would you like to eat, Granny? I can order for you. I want braised.
हाँ तो जो ना झगड़ा करे बैठे हो
Braised earthworms.
क्या ही रिप्लाई दे बिरलो.
Right, that's what Paimon was thinking too. Need any help? Help? Oh, do you mean with Granny? Thanks, that's nice of you to offer. Granny, actually, her memory's been back. They died young. Oh, but it's okay. Wow.
And me?
You're tough too,
Yes, and it's hardly as if I forget everything. I still remember the important things. I remember now. It was a dream. I had a dream where...
Huh? That sounds super important.
It was just a dream.
Wait, so you have a reoccurring dream where someone's talking to you? That sounds spooky. Oh, does that mean you're possessed?
Unlikely. Her eyes are...
Are you sure?
Who do you take me for? Is one not an adept? Am I not an...
You're right. Paimon almost forgot you're the expert. In that case, do you still remember what...
Not anymore.
Younger... This is just getting weirder and weirder. What is going on here?
As one said.
Are you sure? Paimon's Paimon.
Just Shenyun is...
Thank you all so much for offering that. Oh, we don't need any payment for this. You're welcome. But Miss Jen, all we have to go off is that dream. Where do we start?
That is elementary. Since her dreams portray her younger self, then we shall retrace the steps of her youth. Once we have revisited those places, her memories will likely return.
Sounds like a plan. So, Granny, do you remember which places you went to when you were young?
Why, of course I do. The heavens above, the earth below, the whisper...
Okay, taking that as a no.
अरे शांत हो जाओ सब. झगड़ा मत करो.
Might have an idea. Once when I was really little, my dad told me that Granny used to be a martial artist heroine who saved loads of people from a disaster. If it's true, then maybe they wrote about it in the history books or something. A martial arts heroine? Oh, Shinto knows tons about Liyue's chivalric traditions. If anyone knows about the...
Are you leaving already?
I'll go order some food, Granny. If there's...
It seems we must part ways for now. The Traveler and Paimon are bound for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, while Yuendai and Shuyu shall remain here and partake of their lunch. As for myself, I have matters to discuss with Streetward Rambler.
Streetward Rambler? Oh, you mean Madam Ping!
Precisely. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace once you are ready.
Food is unbelievable.
चल के ही चले जाते हैं. यार ये क्विस्ट कितना लंबा है. अरे यार शैडो आपको क्यों झगड़ा चाहिए. बंद करो ना झगड़ा आप लोग. श्रुति आप ही चुप रहो यार, क्या बच्चों से लड़ रही हो। हम पानी लाने गए हुए थे, उसके बाद आए हैं, तब से देख रहे हैं कि
It's
झगड़ा
you
चल
two.
रहा है।
What brings you here?
Shincho! Great, we found you! We wanted to ask you about something.
That's not a whole lot of information to go off of.
हम
Don't
किसे
know if I
बोले,
can
उनको
say for
बोल रहे हैं,
sure.
वो
I
नहीं
can't
झगड़ा शांत
pinpoint
कर
her
रहे हैं, आपको
identity
बोल
for
रहे हैं, आप
Nameless
नहीं
hair?
शांत कर
That's
रहे।
right. The novels often speak of a great drought from 50 years ago. As the people suffered, a name, all they knew was that she all after the drought ended. The way this nameless heroine.
Thanks a lot, Shincho. We knew it'd be worth
सैड
it.
और
It's
अननोन,
nothing at
आप लोग
all.
अपने में
Just
बातें
something.
करो और
Look,
हमसे
I
बातें
know
करो,
Seth
ठीक
thinks
है?
that's super cool.
और
Let
श्रुति
me
सिर्फ
think.
हमसे बातें करेगी,
Perhaps the real-life
झगड़ा नहीं
heroine
होगा,
who
ओके?
inspired the character was also often seen near those three places. That would explain why those locations. You're welcome. To be honest, it's rare for a chivalric hero to fade into obscurity during their lifetime. Even after retirement, I've never understood why someone would go to such lengths to erase themselves from public memory. It's almost as if she was trying to hide.
We'll be sure to tell you if we manage to uncover the truth.
That's a deal.
अरे सब हमसे
Behind the
बातें
truth.
करो,
I know, feels
एक
like we just
दूसरे
learned
से
so
मत
much from
बातें करो,
Oh,
झगड़ा हो
right.
जाता है
There's a
तो।
drought in this story too.
Well, they used to be. So while droughts do happen from time to time, they are rare. The crops withered, the streams ran.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, and that's exactly. Still, they say that back in those
बंद
days,
करो यार।
disasters were both more severe and more common. Do you have any other?
We're good for now. We're just going to head back and meet up with Miss Yen. Paimon hopes that Granny you and I will be able to Anyway, we'll be off now. See you some other
श्रुति
time,
बंद
Shincho.
करो
It's
झगड़ा।
no problem at all. Safe travels.
कहानी देखो देखो, पाइमन क्या बोल रही, पाइमन की बातें सुनो।
I wonder if she can see the kites here from Jinsa village.
अरे तो अब बंद करो ना, नहीं बोल रहे हैं ना वो दोनों, उनको बोले हो चुप हो गए, आप भी चुप हो जाओ। क्यों झगड़ा जरूरी है, मत करो झगड़ा। हाँ तो ठीक है, अब बोल ली, बहुत बोल ली, अब जाने दो, बात खत्म करो यहाँ पे।
Rest assured that she sings top priority.
I have recorded the tune that you requested.
देखो इधर क्या चल रहा है, ये देखो।
Oh, thank you. Straight word, but
Oh, it's no serious matter.
सैडो,
I was
हम बंद
just
करने बोल रहे हैं ना।
reminiscing about the last time I saw you in this form. Time has wrought some.
time has little bearing on one's existence, nor has one keenly.
Oh, why so formal?
Well, approximately how much more would one need to afford?
It does not require as much as you.
Cloud Retainer, Madam Ping! What are you two...
Nothing save for some trivial
हम ही स्ट्रीम बंद करके चले जाते हैं,
Have you
ठीक है?
unearthed
सबसे
any-
अच्छा रहेगा।
has a theory, but let's
फिर
save
शांत
it
हो जाओगे सभी।
Do not be troubled. young
नोक
lady.
झोंक से शुरू हुई थी, नोक झोंक में ही खत्म कर देना
Does it
था।
match up with what you know?
एकदम पूरा झगड़ने लगे सब।
According to the story, the nameless heroine eventually fell in love with an exorcist from Mount. I don't have many memories of him, but there was this one time I found a box in her attic full of a bunch of weird. I think so too. Granny might remember something once she's returned to a familiar place.
What marvelous tea. It's as if I was taking a stroll in the mountain.
Is that so? Then
Thank you.
कोई ये स्टार्ट नहीं करेगा कुछ भी, ठीक है?
Okay, since we have it, sure.
आर्मी को बुला के ला के रख देंगे,
I have a secret I
फिर
want to
करते रहना। अब ये इवेंट का क्वेस्ट है, इसे करना ही पड़ेगा, इसका डे भी फिक्स है।
What's wrong, Shiryu? Well, I've been kind of. Oh,
शैडो को टाइम आउट दे दो,
how about that?
ये नहीं शांत रहेंगे।
Well, you guys just. Must have been a slip of the tongue. Shan,
One is indeed an adeptus.
I knew it. Well,
ये
I
स्टोरी है,
have this soup. She put me on her
हमें
back
लगा
and
इवेंट
flipped
वाला
me to
कर
a
रहे हैं।
cool adept. I really wanted to thank her, so I just kind of.
a pure white illuminate. Have you ever met one that's pure white, Cloverton?
Never has one.
That's weird.
ओके चलो, ये बंद
Even
होता
if
है
it
तो
was
चेक
just in
करते
my
हैं।
head, it. Leave it to us.
अरे कोई एक दूसरे से बात नहीं करो।
I'll go.
अननोन तो समझ रहे हैं, शैडो समझ ही नहीं रहे कुछ, इनका क्या ही करें हम। अच्छा ठीक है, हम देखते हैं टाइम लिमिटेड। अरे हाँ, ये तो टाइम लिमिटेड नहीं है। ओके ठीक है फिर, ये टाइम लिमिटेड नहीं है, ये भी नहीं है, ये भी नहीं है। वर्ल्ड क्विस्ट तो टाइम लिमिटेड नहीं होता है। ये क्या मिलेगा, इससे क्या होगा? देखना कोई टाइम लिमिटेड दिखे तो बताना, ठीक है? आपको कैसे पता कि नहीं है? नहीं, वो तो आपके पास नहीं है ना, क्या पता हमारे पास बचा रहा क्या हो। चलो ये कि ये है, इसे कर लेते हैं। किधर गया? इधर ही कहीं है, बिग बिजनेस सर। यहाँ से जाना ज़्यादा ठीक रहेगा। कैसे मिलेगा 100 प्रीमोस? एसेसन क्वेस्ट से बस, एसेसन क्वेस्ट अभी नहीं हो सकता ना हमारा, उसके लिए कैरेक्टर अभी बना ही रहे हैं, बिल्ड ही कर रहे हैं। नहीं यार, इधर से भी जाना टाइम ही लगा रहा है। ये क्या है, चिली तो नहीं है? अरे चिली मिलता है यहाँ पे, वाह। और वो क्या है, खाली है लगता है। हाँ खाली ही है। वॉइसेस किधर है? हेलो सॉसेस मैन, कैसे हो?
Propagate!
क्या पता इनको मार के मिलेगा। दे यार, कुछ नहीं मिला इनको मार के, और नहीं तो मेरा हेड डाउन हो गया।
I'll protect us.
कौन सा अमृता? ओह, लड़की से बात करे। ओके, थैंक यू। बिरलो, आप क्या बोले जा रहे हो? समझ नहीं आ रहा हमें। दे यार, 3-3 जेड ले लेगी ये। दे दो, क्या ही कर सकते हैं। लड़की है ना, मटेरियलिस्टिक तो होगी ही। नहीं यार, मोबाइल प्लेयर है हम।
Wangshu Inn. Do you remember this place, Granny? Yes. The fish here is very delicious. And if you look out into the distance, you can always spot, I believe...
I'll come with.
I'm still having some trouble understanding what she's talking about, but if she's so familiar with this
Thank
place,
you
that
for
must mean
your
she
love.
lived here, right? Wait, huh?
हैं?
I sensed a non-human presence and decided to... If you're here, then there's likely no trouble. It's been a while, Cloud Retainer. I have indeed.
Oh, wow! What was she like during... Oh, wait, let Paimon take a guess. Was it anything like this?
अरे हम तो वो कर रहे थे ना, यहाँ कैसे आ गए फिर?
The glory of one's newest invention, the Bang Bang.
An impressive imitation.
अबे
Even
ओपन
so,
द चास्म क्या है?
the Archon War reached its peak after Guizhong's death.
A cloud retainer who barely talks?
Once one had bid farewell to the world of mortals, one dwelling between mountain and forest, away from the struggles.
After the war, Cloud Retainer retired to Mount Outsong, only revealing herself to the occasional visitor, and always in her avian form. Although I do believe there was an occasion some 30-odd years ago, when she decided to don her human form. I believe it was for the purpose of...
One believes there is little need to...
Granny, are you okay?
Perhaps this conversation should end here.
नहीं, वो तो हम समझ गए, बट हम तो वो कर रहे थे ना। उसको फॉलो करते करते यहाँ कैसे पहुँच गए?
A long time.
So what she...
I don't remember. I
अब
was
इनकी
confined.
बातें
One
जब तक
day,
खत्म
he
नहीं
told
होगी
me
तब तक
that
कुछ
the
नहीं हो
pills were
सकता।
Wait, but if... And it was all...
अरे
I'm
नहीं सुनना
sorry,
हमें।
I don't. Hey! Oh, fret not, dear child.
The recovery of a person's memories is a gradual...
Next location. There isn't, after all, if she...
अरे अब समझ गए, वहीं करने हम यहाँ आए थे। नहीं देखो, हम जो कर रहे थे ना वहीं इवेंट ही करने आए थे, बट इसी जगह पे था वो भी। अच्छा, रिकमेंडेड क्वेस्ट करना है। ओके ठीक है, इसके बाद वो करते हैं। वैसे क्या दिक्कत है, क्लाउड रिटर्नर की इतनी बढ़िया स्टोरी तो चल रही थी, सुन लेते हैं आप लोग। ए हटो पागल डॉगी, ये मार देंगे तुमको हम। देख लेते हैं, 1 मिनट। ये देखो, यहाँ से आ जाएगा गाइड में। इनकम्प्लीट स्टोरी क्वेस्ट रिकमेंडेड है, और ये रिकमेंडेड है। ये कहाँ है? ये जैंगलिंग जो भी है इससे रुका हुआ है। हो, ऐसा वाला पार्ट से रुका हुआ है, तो स्टोरी का ही कंप्लीट कर लेते हैं ना इसी का। क्या दिक्कत है, चलो बढ़िया तो है। 4 हीरोज बीट दे रहा। ये क्या कर रहा है? आओ, लुई में रिवार्ड लेना है, आ जाओ रिवार्ड लेते हैं। क्यों बहुत बातें करते हैं लोग इसलिए? अरे हम बातों को जो है ना स्किप कर देंगे जल्दी जल्दी। अरे यार किधर गिर गए हम? आयरस, आयरस का नाम है आयरस। ये तो सबको पता है, यहाँ पे हर कोई जानता है। कट सीन आया तो मतलब ये कैसा सीन होता है? ओ अच्छा, हाँ चैट तो आज आपका पहली बार ही देखा है हमने, तो नहीं हो गया। अरे यार, अरे कर लेंगे ना इसकी। ये गलती से कुछ खुल गया। भागो 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 भागो, नहीं तो मार डालेगा। भाग चलो भाग चलो भाग चलो। कौन है फनी पीपल? बहुत डेंजरस पीपल हैं ये दोनों।
Paimon sees an abandoned house. Why don't we take a break over there?
अंग्रेजी अंग्रेजी से कूल नहीं बनोगे, ऐसे बोलते हैं।
Did you remember something, Granny?
I remember. Shuyu, it was a moonless night. I had been injured, so your grandpa was supporting me. We fled together with some being in the fog behind us in hot pursuit. I had exhausted my strength. I remember that night. I alone.
Sin?
I don't know. I don't. Eventually,
हाँ चुप ही रहो क्योंकि आप कुछ बोलोगे तो विवाद हो जाएगा.
My dad? He was my pride and joy. And so are you, Shuyu.
हम भी नहीं
You're
बोलते.
so much, but you're
बहुत सारी चीज़ों में हम चुप ही
always
रहते हैं
going to be different from me.
क्योंकि हमें पता होता है कि हम बोलेंगे तो विवाद हो
you may
जाएगा.
You're
तो
too
विवाद
sweet,
करने से अच्छा है
Shuyu.
बोलो ही नहीं.
I'm lucky. All right. Let's not stand.
If one recalls correctly, the next place should be Chinyu Peak. You and I, how fares your health?
क्या हुआ? यहाँ का
I
काम
may
खत्म
be a
हो
bit-
गया? अरे यार क्या क्या करवाते रहते हैं लोग. नहीं बोलो ऐसा कि बात बात तक ही रहे. झगड़ा करके क्या ही करोगे. वो यहाँ चलना चाहिए. चलो यहाँ तक आ गए हैं तो थोड़ा इसे ले ही लेते हैं.
We're finally here. Does this place feel familiar to you?
Let me see. Have I? When we were at Wangshu Inn and the abandoned house earlier, though I couldn't remember everything, I still felt a sense of familiarity. But here, I don't have that feeling. Perhaps I did come here in the past, but it
अरे
just
यार
didn't leave a
कितना
strong.
धीरे बोलती है.
Did the stories get it wrong then? Yeah, that's true. But they're also the only thing we have to go off of. Paimon was hoping this place would jog Granny away.
I'm sorry to disappoint you too.
It's all right. We're not going to give up yet. We'll figure something out.
Thank you. Huh? That way. What's that mountain?
Oh, let Paimon look! Huh? Isn't that Mount Outsong? Looks like we've come full circle.
Mount Outsong. Mount Outsong.
Granny, are you okay? Don't push yourself, Granny.
वाह
It's
क्या
okay if
बोला
you
इन
can't
लोगों ने.
Mount Outsong,
Mount Outsong
अरे
holds
कोई
some-
घमंड नहीं है श्रुति को.
Are
ठीक
you
है.
feeling unwell?
आप लोग अभी नहीं
My
जानते
head.
हो उसे अच्छे से
It feels.
इसलिए इतना लड़ लिए हो.
Miss Xianyun, is there anything you can do?
जब
Let
अच्छे
us
से
go to
जानोगे
Mount
ना तो
Outsong.
कभी झगड़ा नहीं करोगे.
Fret
रिस्पेक्ट ही
not.
करोगे.
All will be. You may leave the rest to me.
Wait, really? When did you do?
I never leave anything to chance. All will
Unknown
reveal itself when
gamer.
we arrive.
I respect you for this. बहुत अच्छी बात करी है आपने. इतनी बारी बारी अंग्रेजी के शब्द लिखे हैं. मीनिंग न ढूंढे जाके वो लड़की.
Thing you've prepared.
Here, this is it.
Huh? But isn't this the mechanism that you were tinkering with when we first got here? Oh, is it another invention of yours?
Precisely. A recent one at that. It periodically releases a soft breeze, soothing agitation and...
Whoa, what a cool gadget!
preposterous. Had Yuendai not recalled much of her past through her own efforts, the device would have nothing to draw. We Adepti can only help those who first resolve to help themselves.
Paimon thinks she gets it now.
As previously mentioned, a gentle adeptal tune is required to take full advantage of the mechanism. One secured such a tune from streetward ramping.
वाह आर्मी क्या टाइम पे आए हो मतलब
Peak power.
Oh, Paimon can feel it.
And you and I.
क्या ही बोले
It appears she has already succumbed to the depths of reverie. Come.
छोड़ो रहने दो कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे कब आने बोले थे कब आ रहे हो बस इतना बोलेंगे
But why do you look like you want to cry?
The potion. It's nearly run its course.
I've never regretted meeting you. Not even for a second.
Please. Please, no.
नमस्ते सीसोर
Have you forgotten? This is the world you left behind. One of gentle breeze and morning. This is your home. This is where you belong.
देखो बस उनका ये चाहना है कि हम अंग्रेजी को एक भाषा के तौर पे यूज करें दिक्कत नहीं है बट अंग्रेजियत में डूबे ना रहे वो ये कहना चाह रहे थे उन्होंने और कुछ नहीं कहा
No wonder this place is so familiar.
उन्होंने कहा कि एज अ लैंग्वेज वो भी जानते हैं बट ऐसे यूज नहीं करते चलते अरे इससे बड़ी फाइट अभी कुछ देर पहले चली थी लंबी सी
Your memories have returned.
Wait, did you just call her by her full name? You already knew each other?
शांत कराया फिर हमने सबको
Please don't cry.
और अभी आर्गुमेंट्स चल रहे हैं फाइट नहीं
Sorry, everyone. You've gone to. It's all come back to me now. The most important thing that I had forgotten was the.
One can sense the.
No, it's okay. Shuyu.
ए लड़की फालतू बातें क्या बोले जा रही हो
I know, dear child. Some time ago.
Is this the sin that you mentioned in Dwayne Karst? What happened?
कोई तुम्हें कुछ बोल नहीं रहा फालतू का मत बोलो इधर आके ठीक है
Not a human being. My real form, one that I held for centuries, was that of a wild crane.
एज अ गेमर बातें करनी है तो बातें करो और नहीं तो रहना स्ट्रीम देखना देखो शांति से अच्छे से नहीं तो ज्यादा लड़की होने का वो है ना कि लड़की और ये हो तो जाओ उधर जिधर मिलता है तुम्हारा भाव उधर जाके भाव खाओ और उधर जाके अपने स्पेशल बिहेवियर लो जो भी देते हैं उधर
Though she never took me on, I even contemplated completing my training and becoming an adeptus in my
50 years ago?
सीसोर है वो
That's right. Master regaled me. She
अब
was the
श्रुति
one
आप
who
इसमें
helped me,
मत पढ़ो
but I was still far from being a real adept. She warned me that the
Oh no. So that was it because
जब हम बता दिए कि वो बस इतना कहना चाह रहे हैं कि अंग्रेजी उन्हें भी आता है बट अंग्रेजी से दूर रहते हैं एज अ लैंग्वेज यूज करना चाहिए सिर्फ तो इसमें क्या दिक्कत है
still, just like me, he cared. I could not help but fall for him. But my time continued to tick away. Those
ओके
10
ठीक है
years
नहीं करते
passed
इसकी
by in a flash. Yet I did not want to leave his side, so I.
Oh no. What happened next?
हाँ तो ठीक है फिर आप पोलाइटली बातें करो पोलाइटली करो नहीं करो अच्छे से करो
Even
बस
if it meant living a life full of pain and suffering, even if it meant
देखो
that I would
अंग्रेजियत से हमें
eventually
भी
turn
चिढ़ है
into a monstrosity.
तो
I
उसके
knew
लिए
I
अगर
had
आप बोलोगे
betrayed
तो
Master's
हम
hopes,
बोलेंगे ही
but I was too ashamed to face her.
हम अंग्रेजी को सिर्फ
So
भाषा
I
के
wrote
तौर
her
पे
a long.
इस्तेमाल करते हैं
I was convinced that she would not support my decision, and I lacked the courage to speak to her face to face. But that was only the beginning of my troubles. I began to, along with my memories as a crane,
I soon forgot the true cause of my suffering as well. I knew Looking back, I was beyond lucky to have come across that traveling merchant at
विदेशी भाषा है
Longshu Inn.
पहले तो,
It was such...
और उसे लोग जो है ना ऐसे यूज करते हैं जैसे जिनको अंग्रेजी आती हो
Why did I
वही
ever
वेल
think it was a
एडुकेटेड है
coincidence?
या फिर उनके
Tea
पास ही
pills
स्किल है, ठीक
concocted
है,
using the
उसको एक
blood of an
भाषा के तौर पे ना
adeptus?
लेके स्किल के तौर पे यूज करते हैं,
Master,
ठीक है, तो
Don't
इसलिए
tell
अच्छा नहीं
me.
लगता हमको।
Human custom would dictate the
जब
conferral
आप
of gifts to
बाकी
be
सारी
awarded
भाषा
when
को
one's
भाषा की तरह
conjugal is
इस्तेमाल
found.
करते हो तो अंग्रेजी को एज अ स्किल क्यों
Consider
यूज
the
करते हो?
pills a symbol.
कूल दिखने के लिए या जो भी
so
वो
when
सब
I
क्यों करते
tried to
हो?
conceal my name and mistakes from the world and hide myself away in perpetuity, the only person I managed to deceive was...
One still remembers when you were but a fledgling. One found you with such ease every time.
अरे देखो झगड़ा बंद करो सब, पाइमन को सुनो, देखो पाइमन क्या कर रही, कितनी प्यारी पाइमन है ये देखो।
Perhaps it is now time for one to recount the rest of the tale.
नहीं यार, हमने पुल नहीं करा नहीदा पे, क्लाउड रिटेनर पे पुल करने का मन तो करा था बट उस पे भी नहीं करा। वाह,
One was furious.
अरे इसे यूज करने में मजा आता है, जो प्लंग अटैक करती है ना।
One set out to bring you to your senses.
ये 71 पे क्यों दिया इसे? देखो कंफर्म तो नहीं है इस पे, बट कौन कौन है देखने दो। अगर ये आर्कन होती ना तो हम पक्का ले लेते, 50% चांस है, बट उसके अलावा लिस्ट ऑफ आइटम में देखे, अरे यार कोई दूसरा कैरेक्टर हमें इसमें नहीं चाहिए, 5 स्टार यही चाहिए था, बट ये आर्कन नहीं है इसलिए हम ज़्यादा कोशिश इस पर नहीं करेंगे, नहीं तो निकालते इसे। नहीं, नाहिदा पे तो हम नहीं जाएंगे, इस पे चले जाते, अगर ये एनिमो की आर्कन होती तो इसके लिए हम पुल कर देते, कंफर्म बात। अरे यार आपको यूजफुल है, ठीक है, बढ़िया है, बट हमें नहीं उसका समझ में आया चीज़ें। इसका देखो, इसका क्या मस्त लगता है, ये देखो, देखा, या हाँ, आर्मी को पाइमन बहुत पसंद है, इसलिए तो हम पाइमन का आवाज़ नहीं स्किप करते।
In truth, one had more than a few misgivings about your chosen partner. As an exorcist, his talent was lacking.
देखो 90 पे कंफर्म रहता ना कि मिल ही जाएगी तो हम इसे निकाल लेते।
But soon, one came to appreciate
इस
the
चश्मिश
devotion
को,
he bestowed upon you during your illness.
आर्कन
Unwilling
इसे
to
ही होना
begrudge
चाहिए
someone
था।
of such character, wishing to grant
वैसे
you
आर्कन
life
क्या होता
without
है,
regrets.
मतलब उस एलिमेंट का
One gathered
सबसे
many
पावरफुल
divine
कैरेक्टर होता है।
ingredients and used one. As for how to deliver the medicine, after much contemplation, one eventually decided to perform. One took great care to alter one's features and select the as one
हाँ तो अगर वो
expected.
गॉड है तो
You were
सबसे
most-
मजबूत होगा ना।
One was quite torn.
बट हमें तो लगता है ये नीमो के आर्कन से ज़्यादा काम का चीज़ है ये। देखो अभी वहाँ जाना है, कैसे जाएंगे हम? अरे कुछ तो हुआ था उन लोगों के बीच। ओह, ये कैरेक्टर आ जाए ना हमारे पास तो काफ़ी सारे ऐसे स्टार जो होते हैं ना वो सब कलेक्ट हो जाए।
Nevertheless, one would speak to you about another matter, if you are amenable. Even considering your loss of memory, one was simply flabbergasted that you could so easily forget the consequences of consuming medicine infused with adeptal blood. Its proclivity to attract monsters is hardly that complicated of a concept to remember.
वही तो
To think that you tried to travel
एनिमो
that
का
length
आर्कन
from
इसे ही
sickness
होना
and
चाहिए
death
था,
as a child.
गलत चुना है
Had
उन्होंने।
one not intervened to clear the fog, all of you would have been lost during the night. Skyward! Seize the sky!
देख रहे हो, इससे आप लोग हल्के में ले रहे हो अभी।
Scatter! Skyward!
नाहिदा से ज्यादा काम की है ये।
Riveting! Gray clouds converge! Skyward! Those monsters would hardly have pursued you with such ferocity without sufficient incentive. They were likely incited by the presence of godly remains. Said godly remains, and one was, after all, an active participant in the arc. In the end, one was relieved to see you endure through the night. To see you happy.
नाहिदा सपोर्ट डीपीएस है जहां तक हमें लगा और देखे। बट ये मस्त है यार, नाहिदा ऐसे उड़ सकती है।
Now you should have a complete understanding of the events.
ऐसे उड़ सकती है नाहिदा, बताओ।
That's true, then the crane who took care of me when I was sick must also be...
Ah, one had almost neglected to recount the absurdities of that tale.
मैट्स क्या होता है? ये कहाँ आ गई? अच्छा इधर से नहीं खुलना है। अरे ये क्या बात हुआ? हाँ देख रहे हैं आजकल यूट्यूबर सब पाल वर्ल्ड में ही लगे हुए हैं.
Just as you and I troubled one with her antics, so did you give one many a headache. Upon finding you burning with fever, when one asked you why, one had no choice but to apply powder to one's
अरे
body.
ठीक है
It bears
नाहिदा, ठीक है,
mentioning,
बहुत
however,
बढ़िया है, बहुत अच्छी है,
perhaps fate brought you.
मस्त है नाहिदा. चलो बोल दिया हमने, बट जोंगली से मस्त नहीं है. जोंगली इज जोंगली.
Now all has been revealed. One has always viewed you as a disciple of equal standing with Ganyu and Shenhe. Still, one could not reveal your identity right
ठीक है
away.
आर्मी.
Had one memories are most meaningful when recalled by those who live through them.
Master, I must ask.
One has never regarded your... When it is time for one's progeny to leave the nest, it is the responsibility of an elder to let... 'Tis a refuge referred to by many a name in mortal writing. One speaks, of course, of a place not unlike one's own abode. One's disciples are free to come and go as they wish, yet the door remains forever open to those who wish to...
Thank you.
वाह,
One
वो वार में
expects you
नहीं थी फिर
too
भी
to
उसे
sense
गॉड
the
चुन
rapid
लिया.
deterioration of your
और ये
condition
क्लाउड
as a
रिटेनर
fate.
थी, इसे नहीं चुना.
40 years ago, you chose a path with... Even the power of an adeptus has it. Fortunately, you were able to avoid that scenario.
So,
ये
one
किस
will
बेसिस
hope
पे गॉड
reclaim
चुना
her
था
original
इन्होंने?
form as a wild
जोंगली को
crane.
तो चुना हो तो अच्छा करा,
Be
बहुत बढ़िया
fated.
है.
She's gotta go back to being a regular crane, huh?
Master, you've already... I
कौन?
don't know how I could possibly...
क्लाउड रिटेनर.
Granny, please don't leave, okay?
Don't be sad, dear child. Granny has led a wonderful life. My only
रेडन
regret is
रेडन का
having to
क्या ही
leave you
करे, क्या ही
behind.
बोले.
Don't forget to eat well, okay? A growing young lady like yourself needs lots of good...
I promise, Granny.
Good girl. Good girl. I won't stop. That's a good girl. Even though we won't see each other for a little while, as long as we both...
I'll eat
ओह
well,
अच्छा.
Granny. I promise. And I'll wait for you, no matter how long it takes.
That's a good girl. I'm so sorry, Master.
आर्कन किस्ट के लिए कैरेक्टर बनाना है ना हमें.
Shoo.
Let her be. At her... Tears are a necessary part of maturation. Now that the issue has been resolved, you...
अरे कुछ ना बातें कर लेना हमसे, कट सीन आएगा तो. कुछ कुछ ऐसे ही कहानियां बताओ. चलो, हमें ढेर सारी चीजें नहीं पता है ना, तो बता दो. कौन है ये लड़की? अरे वाह, ये तो मस्त सीन है यार. हाँ ठीक है. हम तो देखेंगे, हमें तो मजा आ रहा है देखने में।
I always believed we would see each other again, that our days of separation would finally end, and all my troubles would be behind me.
लगता है अपने बहन से मिल लिया है ना।
If only things could stay this way forever.
सारा खेला है इसके लिए कि ये अपने बहन को ढूंढ रहा है।
A nightmare? Curious. If you're relaxed, shouldn't your dreams be pleasant?
It was a good dream. It's just...
You weren't ready to wake up.
हाँ।
Eloquent as one may be, words of comfort are not one's strong suit. You are doing all you can. One can see your strength of will, your fearlessness in the face of danger. And so, whatever your dream may be, one believes that you shall achieve it. Of course, whenever the perils you face overwhelm you,
स्टोरी चल रहा
when
है
you become weary,
क्लाउड रिटेनर का।
one is always here for you. After all, as an elder, it is only right to look out for the young ones.
अरे पाइमन तो सो गए।
Chicken drumsticks.
पाइमन तो खाने के बारे में सोच ही जा रही है।
Huh? Was Paimon sleeping just now? Oh. Oh, Paimon wasn't talking to you. Paimon had a dream about eating grilled chicken drumsticks, that's all.
Madam Adeptus?
Oh, Shuyu, you're awake. How do you feel?
I feel... Madam Adeptus?
Oh. And how...
I know Granny thought what she did back then was wrong, but... even though Granny lost her memories, I could become a cool Adeptus like you, and help a whole bunch...
Upon some reflection, one supposes you are no
तो
more
अब क्या
mortal.
करोगे आर्मी? पाइमन तो
Yuanda's
नॉनवेज
blood
निकली।
flows through your veins is proof enough of that.
Thank you so much, Madam Adeptus. No, I mean... Master.
Shuyu, are you... Paimon's gonna let you in on a little secret. We've seen Cloud Retainer's 2 other disciples, and they
हाँ,
pretty
तो
much
खा
have
लो कुछ।
nothing but bitter herbs like Genshin and violet grass. If you join them, you'll never enjoy One-Min Restaurant's delicious cooking ever again.
How utterly preposterous. One has never enforced such a rule. Every individual must find their own path to an...
तो पाइमन अच्छी नहीं है तो बंद कर दें।
Although Mount Outsong is rich in natural
क्योंकि
beauty,
पाइमन को हटाने के लिए तो
location
गेम ही
does-
बंद करना
that is
पड़ेगा।
precisely why one plans to relocate to Liyue Harbor. Shuyu shall have the...
Whoa, you're leaving Mount Outside?
One has never concerned oneself with the location. Yet in the end, all of one's disciples ended up in Liyue. One has reflected on this fact for many years now. One is most curious. Why are you all so silent?
Paimon is... just a bit shocked, that's all. So, Does this mean we can grab a meal together in Liyue Harbor sometime?
One has precious little time to squander.
हाँ हाँ
If one finds oneself otherwise
रियल लाइफ में जो
unoccupied,
पाइमन आई है
would
ना
not be opposed to
आर्मी
the
के
idea.
पास, वो भी नॉनवेज ही है। अब
One will be
आर्मी के
assuming
पास
the
वेज
identity
है
of a
वो
human
अलग
while
बात है,
residing.
Don't worry, we'll
पहले
have
से
to
वो
keep
भी
it a
नॉनवेज
secret.
है, उसका क्या करोगे?
So, when can we expect to start seeing you in the city?
Perhaps in 2 days' time. One has some matters to see to before one's departure. One has already picked out a handsome property near Chuhu Rock.
Seems like you've really thought of everything. Then how about we meet up in Liyue Harbor in 2 days?
A sensible plan. See you then. Oh, also, why don't you take this suspense somnia mechanism as a souvenir? Anytime you should feel ill at ease in the future.
Awesome! Thanks, Cloud Retainer! Hey, didn't we promise Shincho that we'd tell him what we found out? Should we make a
हाँ?
trip to the Feiyun Commerce Guild? It's totally up to you.
वो तो अपने पास ला के बना लो। हैं? हम कैसे अकाउंट फिक्स कर सकते हैं आपका? 2 दिन रुकने के लिए कहा है, हमारे पास टाइम नहीं है 2 दिन रुकने का। 1 दिन ख़त्म, 2 दिन ख़त्म। नहीं, आपके अकाउंट में आप ही खेलो। देखा, 2 दिन कितनी जल्दी ख़त्म हो गई। इस गेम में हर ट्रेवलर ये कर सकता है। हाँ, तुम्हें नहीं पता तो इसका हम क्या कर सकते हैं? इंस्टॉल करोगे,
Your
खेलोगे तब तो
concerns
पता
are
चलेगा।
excessive and unfounded. This
To be quite honest, in what way
ठीक
are any of
है,
these
बाय
ordinary?
आर्मी।
I have to be careful. Yes.
We're here, Cloud. Miss Shenyan.
Ah, perfect timing. This ignorant. I'll
क्यों
have you
खाना
know,
नहीं लाए वो
these
घर से?
Several.
Indeed. Their family heirloom.
Yep, they've definitely...
Hear that? Had I doubt their authenticity any further.
Whoa, please don't go! I apologize for any...
An expert, you
ठीक
say?
है, फिर खा लो, जाओ।
Very well. I will wait for a little while longer then. Traveler, Paimon.
Master! Oh, it's you two again.
Shoo-you! You got a new outfit! It looks great on you.
Mm-hmm. Master made it for me. I like it too.
Huh? You know how to make clothes?
Do I know how to make clothes? With the
Master, I brought in most of my stuff. There's a few boxes left, but they're kind of...
Fret not. I shall help you move them into your room.
Actually, I should probably, sort through my stuff a bit first.
It appears my young... Now, this expert you mentioned. What?
Soon. Here, allow me to make some introductions. This is Mr. Zhang Li, a well-respected consultant at Wangshang Funeral Parlor and an expert in all manner of valuables and antiques. Mr. Zhang Li, this is Miss Shen Yun. She's the one who's looking to sell the collection of valuables I mentioned earlier.
Huh.
If it isn't Miss Shenyun. It has been quite some time since our last meeting. What a serendipitous reunion.
Indeed, most serendipitous. Have you been faring well as of late, Mr. Zhangli?
Quite well, thank you. I was fortunate enough over the past few days to enjoy both a stroll in the mountains and a fresh brew of tea from the most recent harvest. The experiences left me with such insight and peace.
Huh.
Welcome back.
So you two are already acquainted?
Indeed. How fortunate we are that fate has brought us together again. If you are otherwise unaware, allow me to inform you that Miss Shenyun is a well-regarded collector and appraiser. She is well-versed in all...
You are too kind, Mr. Zhongli. True collectors pride themselves on their wealth of knowledge and eye for detail.
Why, you flatter me, Miss Shenyun. It would seem that you are as self-effacing as ever.
Not at all, Mr. Zhongli.
While I am loath to butt into this conversation, you two already knew each other, and you seem to have quite a cordial relationship. Can I be certain that you're not
स्पाइडल
working with
अबाइस
them just
करके
solely?
हमने जैंगलिन
I mean, you
निकाला
never
है
know.
तो
A preposterous accusation. The heavens themselves would collapse before we would conspire to do such a...
Miss Shenyun
और
speaks the
फिर हमें
truth.
बैनर पे भी जिंगलिन
Contracts
मिला
are built
तो
on honesty and trust.
आई मीन जिंगलिन
If
मिली
that proves to
तो
be beyond your
अब वो
capabilities in this
C1 पे है
instance, this transaction may be taken.
Say no more. Let us depart.
I jest.
ये कौन है
What
ओल्ड
fool
मैन
would still
18 1
harbor doubt?
नहीं आना है
I deeply apologize for doubting you. So...
There is no cause for concern. They are indeed rare and precious valuables. Take this mechanism, for instance. Though one may not immediately perceive its people ebb and flow.
बट हमें बढ़िया सब में इसमें ये लग रहा है कि जोंगली आया हुआ है ओह माय फेवरेट जोंगली द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट कैरेक्टर ऑफ दिस गेम
Perhaps you have forgotten, Cloud Retainer, but I once tried my hand at that dish. You were...
Oh? What occasion was...
It was a reunion between friends several centuries ago. Alas, you must have been too preoccupied to secure yourself a portion. Or...
Hardly. 'Twas most certainly out of consideration for the others in attendance. It is settled then. Bamboo shoot soup, mora meat, crab... One has already passed...
It should be a most...
Shu Yu, come now. It is time to dine. Ah, this gentleman over here is Mr. Zhang...
A humble employee of Wangsheng Funeral.
अरे नहीं नहीं हमारे पास भी अच्छे कैरेक्टर्स नहीं हैं हम तो पहले जोंगली पे पुल करेंगे
Have you ever tried Adeptus' temptation? I heard it's impossible to stop eating.
जोंगली के बैनर पे पुल होने के बाद ही एडस किसी और के बैनर पे पुल करेगा ये बात है कंफर्म बात है
That sounds rather implausible.
इस बात को कोई नहीं बदल सकता है
Certain dishes can...
Huh? Why are you all walking so fast? Hey, wait for Paimon!
ओह अबाइस तो मेरा भी कंप्लीट नहीं है उससे क्या होता है अरे यार टू बी कंटिन्यू ये क्या हुआ कब तक चलेगा ये लगता है हो गया खत्म नहीं असेसन क्वेस्ट नहीं करने वाले और नहीं अभी होगा प्रोफेसर नहीं लेने वाले हैं कोमे बट ले लेते हैं आओ काम है जोंगली लेके आए हो ना इसलिए ले रहे हैं नहीं तो अभी हम बिल्कुल भी नहीं लेते चलो जोंगली लेके इधर आओ इधर हमें काम है कहाँ पे अरे इधर कहीं तो था काम हमारा किधर गया हाँ यहाँ पे है शायद अरे हमसे पहले पहुंच गए क्या बात है क्या बात है। नमस्ते निशांत। अरे रुको, किधर था, ढूंढने दो। ये उल्टा तो नहीं देख रहे हम, या फिर ये जगह नहीं है। इधर आओ, इधर आओ, इधर आओ, यही है, यही है। अरे रुको, देखो ये जो टीला है ना, ये जहाँ पे मिंट है, ये देखो, ये है ना। तो यहाँ पे ना, अरे उधर मत जाओ, सुनो, इधर आओ, जोंगली लेके आओ इधर। अरे यार किधर चले गए। सुनो, जोंगली लेके आओ इधर। हाँ देखो, वो सामने वो दिख रहा है, स्टार दिख रहा है ना। हाँ तो हमें वो चाहिए। तो जोंगली का वो लंबा सा जो डंडा आता है, जो भी होता है, उसे लाओ यहाँ पे।
Solidify.
हाँ, अब इस पे चढ़ के हम जाएंगे वहाँ। अरे यार, ये बहुत गलत करा इन्होंने। कैसे मिलेगा ये हमें अब। अरे इधर आओ, यहाँ से कोशिश करते हैं। अरे छोड़ो उनको, बाद में मारना, गंदे लोग, छोड़ो उनको। विंड कैचर गैजेट नहीं है ना हमारे पास। अरे कोई ऐसा जगह बनाओ जहाँ से हम वो ले सके, वो जो सामने दिख रहा है। चोंगली मेरे दोस्त, आई मिस्ड यू सो मच। अरे यार हम तो नीचे गिर गए, गायब न हो जाए ये। अरे यार ये लेने ही नहीं दे रहे हैं, क्यों। अरे तो वेंटी से वो लेंगे ना, हमें क्या मिलेगा। आप लोगों ने कैसे लिया था ये। वेंटी है आपके पास। ओ, हमें लगता है हम इसे ख़त्म कर देंगे ना, तब जाके वो नीचे आएगा। ये सब जो है ना, वो उसे आने नहीं दे रहा, देखो। अरे ये कैसे हुआ। बट वो कैरेक्टर हमारे पास नहीं है, हम नहीं ले सकते। छोड़ो, हमारे पास जब कैरेक्टर आएंगे तभी हम लेंगे, हम नहीं ले सके तो क्या ही करें। चलो आप जोंगली लेके आए हो तो आपको एक फाइट देते हैं, देख लेते हैं ज़रूरी है या नहीं। चार्लेट का एसेसन मटेरियल में, ओके हाँ ज़रूरी है, आओ। बेंटी का तो पता नहीं, बट जोंगली पहले निकालेंगे हम। आओ यहाँ आओ, इसे मारो। देखना हमसे पहले वो पहुँच रहेंगे वहाँ पे। हमें कुछ नहीं पता, हमें अच्छा लगता है खेलना, इसलिए हम खेलते हैं। अरे उधर मत जाओ, चैलेंज शुरू कर दे। ठीक है, आते हैं। आओ आओ आओ, कर देते हैं शुरू चैलेंज, आ जाओ। हमें क्या है, कर देंगे। हमें थोड़ी ना कंप्लीट करना। अरे कुछ नहीं करते, घूमते रहते फालतू का इधर उधर। अरे देखो किसे मारना है, मारो। ये तो उधर भाग गए।
Another test subject. Suffocate.
एरस से लड़ोगे? इतने अपने आप को बहादुर समझते
Let the
हो?
show begin.
Order guide you.
है? सब खत्म हो गया, इधर कुछ नहीं बचा। ये बीच हवे में कैरेक्टर चेंज करते हैं ये क्या?
The wrong test subject.
अरे चलो चलो, इधर देर हो जाएगा। आओ दिखा दो जोंगली की पावर। खत्म कर दो इसे। देखो ये कौन है। दे हम तो गिर गए।
Stabilize.
ये लगता है सारे आर्कन जो अभी तक अवेलेबल है ना, सब ले रखा है इन्होंने। मार डालो इसे। आपके शील्ड के सामने है ही क्या, कुछ भी नहीं है। भाई साहब, इतना इतना डैमेज। हाँ पता है वेंटी आर्कन है, वेंटी को यूज भी करे हैं, हवा में उड़ जाती है। कितना भी आउटडेटेड रहे, कितना भी रहे, एडस तो लेगा ही लेगा जोंगली को, दुनिया कुछ भी कहे। बट हमारे लिए तो 1 जोंगली ही है, बहादुर। देखना पड़ेगा। फ्रेंड रिक्वेस्ट, होल्ड माई क्यू क्यू। वाह क्या बात है, इनको क्यू क्यू चाहिए।
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Lior tend to stay a while. So it is where...
Solidify!
ठीक है, मिल जाएगी आपको समय आने पे। नहीं नहीं, हमें नहीं, हम तो जोंगली लेंगे। जोंगली, मेरा प्यारा जोंगली। अब क्या ही करोगे आके। स्ट्रीम बंद कर रहे हैं अब हम। ठीक है, मिलते हैं आप सभी से फिर अगले स्ट्रीम पे। तब तक के लिए टाटा सभी को, सी यू ऑल।